G Money.
Yo.
What's up, man?
Wagwan, brother.
Long time no see. How you doing?
Long time no see. It's been like, what, 2 weeks? Something like that?
A week and some
Oh,
shit.
okay. Yeah.
How's everything? Everything good?
I'm good, man.
You know, we're going to cut the small talk smaller because, you know, I got a guest that I need to, you know, to
He's
talk
ready.
to.
Ready.
There's a lot of issues that, you know, transpired over the years.
Let's get
since
to
the
it.
last time we seen him. No. Hold on, nigga. Wait. How's everything?
Not that short, right? Not that short.
Nah.
We got to wait a little bit.
You gotta make niggas look like they're important and take it away. Ah! You all right?
Cooling, working. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You DJ, what, 4 times a week?
Something like that.
Is it 4 times?
It depends on the week. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Manhattanville College. I was out there last week. Crazy. Shout out to St. Thomas Aquinas.
Can I get some bread?
Come through, man. I be trying to tell you, bro.
No, I mean bread from you, from your gigs, or some partner stuff.
Oh, so we want to go DJ and then like turn up into the scene you just to cut this cash app with just
that's extortion.
A little bit.
I can never play with you like that. G. Come on, you know that. But everything's good, man.
Cool, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Good. Family good.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bassy. We don't see Tati Tuesdays here.
Nah, she. You know, this is kind of like last minute. So, you know, she has some plans already, so
Cool.
I can't really good to come on today. But it's all good. Shout out to Tati one time.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ready?
Shout out to, I guess, got the whole gang out here today. You know what I'm saying?
Hype them. Come on.
I went in the lobby. I'm like, yo, what's up? It's the first time in a while we had a guest bring like.
You know why? Because, you know, we have to know what to expect. We try to stay away from these. You know, the last time, what is that? Somebody had like, it was a guy from YouTube. We brought like 15 or 20 people in there one time, and that's what they made them put the camera in there.
Oh, the old studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's all right. These guys are nice. These guys are cool.
They
right?
cool. Yeah.
G Money.
Yo.
Hey, hold on. Last thing we introduced y'all yet. Episode 2, 1, 3.
Nigga, we made it.
We got a special guest.
Yeah.
Bronx. BX and B next.
Huh? Uptown.
This man. No, let me say. We have a lot to talk about. He said he wants to spend about 30 minutes or 20 minutes and less on the R&B stuff because he know I have a lot of things to talk about. He know I'm an emotional man. But I watch him come up. You know what I'm saying? We remember when he first came to our show.
Facts.
And you know how you know, even I made a little fun, but people made fun, and where he's at now. He is the example of you don't quit. You know what I'm saying? Your message gonna get out. You know, one of the top YouTubers, can we say that? Ex-gangster, I guess. We can put that on him because he always talk about, round of applause for my man, Hassan Campbell.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yeah. What up?
I gotta give you a nice introduction.
Yeah, we in the building again.
You introduce everybody in the building because, we got other people on the couch.
Welcome back, man.
We got R.I.U in the building. We got, introduce yourself, man.
Rico G's, all right.
You got Swelly Gifted in the building, you heard?
All right. And the homies over there.
The big fella.
The big fella. Big man.
You ain't gonna say nothing?
Oh
my God, here you go. They gonna have to be conspicuous.
Here we go.
Conspicuous. I don't want to talk. Get out of here.
You don't say too much.
All right, so what we doing? We gonna do this from the jump, right? Let me take these sweaty glasses off and put my own Clark Kents on it.
Oh,
no, the Superman glasses off, right? So dudes can understand, right? What we doing here? How that song go? My name Jim Jones. We set the trend. When you got a big platform, right? It don't cost nothing to spread love. When you see Hassan Campbell, you're gonna see somebody special sitting next to me. When you look at my Instagram, you're gonna see somebody special on it, performing, singing their songs, showing them love. Everybody is trying to come up. What I see is celebrities interviewing celebrities. But what about the little people? I wouldn't be nothing without the so-called little people. I started off as the little nigga looking for help telling my story, and I ended up on so many different platforms, and then I ended up on Queenzflip. Next thing you know, when I ended up on Queenzflip, it wasn't the other platforms. Hassan Campbell, I took off like a wildfire. Some love me, some hate me. But as I grow, what is me without them? You see what I'm saying? Like when you in the limelight, and that limelight is just on you, then when that light starts to dim, you got to come back down to the little people with your big ego. So it is what it is, man. You got a platform. You got around you that got dope music. Why it's not on your platform? You got dope niggas around you with something dope to say. Why they not on your platform? I don't want to interview celebrities. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some that I would like to rock with. But there's hood celebrities. And this is what you got sitting next to me. Soundview, the Bronx, R.I.U.
We got one more gentleman right here. You want to introduce? You want to say your name, or you like him? You want to be quiet too behind the scene?
Mike B.
Salute.
Shout out to my brother T Mac.
T-Mac, shout out T-Mac, and we going up this weekend.
Shout out to my brother Mike Jones that's not on the camera. So when y'all tell dudes that these dudes ain't really with this dude, he just be going outside and making videos and standing amongst them. Like, y'all better understand something. I got New York City on my back. I got the Bronx on my back. Too many of you dudes that sat back and sucked up the limelight and forgot about niggas that got a dream just like you. So it is what it is, man. While I'm on top, I'm going to spread my love to my brothers. It is what it is. We going to ride together. We going to die together.
That was nice.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Real. How they sell real and real.
So the thing is, first and foremost, don't ever do that again on here. Don't come in and say, first, how we going to start? Don't you do that. Shout out to you in introducing. I think it's dope. Don't do that again. Because I wouldn't come and do that to you. It's a formula, but I respect it. I didn't like it, but I was fire because it spoke to the soul. See, a lot of times we do tend to get caught up in what's trending and stuff like that, and we do forget about the people that are there that have dreams like us. But also, we need buffers. When I mean a buffer is that somebody that's in the middle that can be able to communicate, because a lot of people don't know how to communicate, even from the hood. They don't know how to, if we put them in contact with somebody, what to say and stuff like that. And a lot of times, a lot of times they shoot themselves in the foot because they may say something, or if things may not go their way, they may be extra aggressive and turn off the whole situation instead of understanding. So we need a middle person. We need somebody like you, like myself, or someone that could be in the middle to say, like, look, I got my man here. He dope. Do me a favor, Flip. How long is it going to take? Or, all right, yo, give me, like, I'm looking at my algorithm. I could do it in like a month and a half. You got to convey that. And then you have to make sure the word is kept and the patience is there. A lot of times when things don't go their way, they writing on Instagram, they causing it, and it turns up the whole situation. A lot of us got egos. A lot of us don't bend to toughness. Even though if they see you outside, they gonna pressure you. You never do that online. You just be like, man, I ain't listening to that. You gonna ignore it. You gonna act like Ray Charles. It's the truth. A lot of people do that. So we have to have somebody in the middle to, you don't understand, like, the whole situation, and I respect what you said, the whole situation with the Bloods that, you know, because that was something that you said, you accused me of, right? You don't know how tedious and how...
I don't remember what you said.
The whole situation with the Bloods, meaning that when you said I gave them a platform, Queenzflip, you gave them a platform. Do you remember? Remember that shit?
Right.
So it was very tedious to deal with a lot of different individuals, give them a platform, and a lot of old school individuals. It was a crazy time for us. Even though they showed us a lot of love, but it's a lot they know people from the outside, even though you blame me for that. You owe me an apology.
Well, let me say this, Flip. I owe you an apology because you are a journalist. And at some point in time, I had to understand the role of a journalist. Right? We don't do, oh, he's a snitch, oh, he's a this. A journalist's job is to get the story. So when I say, let me make something clear, right? Because I got blood sitting next to me. But I want people to understand, right? There's Bloods that ride, regular dudes, this is my homie, this is my brother, this is my crew. And then there's the indictments. When the feds, Obama, and the rest of these politicians start letting these big homies, not just Bloods though, these big homies that are drug kingpins, gang affiliated dudes, what they did was they let so many dudes out. Now you don't know who's who. And some is this deep cover. I done said 1,000 names, so I'm not gonna keep saying names because I done did that. But in my days of growing up and watching the Black Panther Party and all our political leaders, I've never in my life, in New York City, we have a blood that makes $500,000 a year until he beat up his next door neighbor with the Bloods. Then they demoted him a little bit. And I'm like, under a 501c3? I can't go for that. Oh, no. I can't go for that. I see the Black Panther Party gave brothers and sisters lunch boxes, free lunches, stop signs so kids didn't get ran over by cars. And because they organized the black community, they got Swiss cheesed by the American government. So now, when I was growing up, I was in jail in my early days when the Bloods, like I was there, I was part of that. Proud to be it because we had to get busy. I didn't understand when I got to jail why black brothers and Puerto Ricans was beefing, because I'm like, yo, what the hell? I didn't understand. It was a new world to me. But what I did know, and then what I did see, was like, hold up. Now that the Bloods done taken over, just because you blood, you ended up in the federal penitentiary. How you get there? Because you cut some niggas. So you in the federal penitentiary for getting busy. But now the American government is rewarding Bloods for working for them? They don't reward us. They're infiltrating us. You come home from jail and you say, okay, I want to be down with a program, and it's a good program. Your intentions is good. Okay. I got a job. I'm on parole. These brothers is talking about stopping the violence. Most of the brothers in the platform is good. But when you got a 501c3 that controls you, this is a 501c3. You getting paid. I'm a working man now. You going home to your wife. I'm a working man. She's respecting you. You stopping the violence in the community. Little do you know that some of these niggas that they got that's actually on the George Soros payroll ain't no different from Black Lives Matter, the Tamika Mallory movement, the Mysonne movement. So now you don't understand your next move is being controlled by the enemy. Keep in mind how I started this conversation. They didn't do this with the Black Panther Party. They saw them organizing our community and crushed them. Keep in mind, Kanye West just told you. He said, you are the original, I'm not even going to say it on your platform, small hat. You are the chosen people of God. I'll say that because I know how to play it safe for you. All he said was that Adidas kicked him out. His clothing line kicked him out. The bank kicked him out. He went from an 11 billion man and was reduced down to, he said he only had 145,000 in his bank, but they saying he got 400,000. So people saying, hey, 400,000 is something to work with. Well, let's see what that 400,000 looked like after taxes. So when you sit back and you analyzing, right, we have to understand, in every organization that we have built, either it was a nigga that we grew up with that told on us because they grabbed him, or somebody came and sat down with us and told on us and they ain't have to grab him. So when you sit up there and you say, like I say, I got blood brothers that's with me. I love these brothers. Then when you sit up there and you say, okay, well, I put certain people on my platform. And then when you start watching certain things and certain people and certain events that start happening, and you keep on watching, it's like, okay, let's just keep paying attention. Because at the end of the day, I could be paranoid. But it's like the 50 Cent movie. You know, when he was in the back of the car, and the nigga said, even when I'm wrong, I'm right because I could be right. So let me sit up there and tell my people, let's just be cautious. Because one thing Hassan Campbell know about me, the niggas that's sitting around me, in order for us to be in crime and we doing something wrong, when we walk down the street and you run down on us, we gonna A-Town stomp your ass out on camera together and sing a song in harmony while we getting in the car. But when we go outside, We ain't looking for no trouble, but we ain't ducking it neither. So there's no reason for us to go to jail because every step that we taking and every step that I'm pushing my niggas is legal. When niggas sit up there and say, Hassan Campbell, oh, you always inside, you hiding in the house. I'm in the house because that's where my children is at. I'm also in the house because that's why I built my corporation at, where I could share my platform to my other brothers. And it is what it is.
As you can see, the change, I let you complete your sentence, and, that's the change.
Yeah, you got to get yourself together, nigga.
Never. The thing is, because one thing I've learned, first of all, I'm not a journalist, I'm a mediaologist, a word I made up. They put in a dictionary, so let's just get that out the way.
That's dope.
Mediaologist, and not meteorologist like the weather, media. Second is this. I do understand what you're saying. And a lot of times when you're talking, even though we don't like how it's being said, it makes sense. The problem is you jump out the window a lot of times. You know that and I know that. You say things that is like, what's you talking? What you talking about? I watch an interview, you like, the blood, the older guys, not the people that you rock with. Queenzflip give these guys a platform and they're not doing anything. It's like when you said that, it was a thing going around on YouTube that was blaming me for responsible for the YouTube bloods. That's what they call it, which I'm not. I just saw guys that came home and gave them opportunity and decided to put money in their pocket, showing them how to get it instead of coming to me and harassing me about it. But you didn't look at it like that, did you? No. You didn't look at it like that, did you, Poppy? No. Flip just gave them a platform so they could run their mouth, argue with each other. What are they teaching the youth? How am I responsible for that, isn't it? What about the gesture of kindness? What about the gesture of actually watching people come home from being in the street, these older dudes, and saying, yo, here, you can make money like this. Spending hours in the studio showing them how to monetize their content. Spending hours, what they choose to do with it. They're older than me. That's on them. How can I tell an old man how to do? You can't teach old dogs new tricks, can you? I mean, that's subjective, but how can I? So when I listen to these things, it's like, damn, Poppy, like, man, you was there. You did a second interview with us because the first one, I was laughing and you told me about it, and the second one was serious, and you watched me give opportunities and help, and I sat there with a lot of these guys, man, 5 of them, showed them how to monetize, let them get the emails, walk them through it, pissed off, doing it. Only Killer Kev was the one, and So Be. Those are the only 2 that, but a lot of them, the way they talk, I don't like these things. So doing that, but I never got acknowledged for that. You said this thing, you did it with Tekashi and all this stuff, and you said it, and now it's like Flip is responsible for YouTube. I hear it. And where did that come from? Hassan Campbell.
Right here, Your Honor. Now, let me get on the stand and testify. I want to testify. You got to understand something, right? Let me ask you a question before I even go into this.
Sure.
Because I'm assuming when you put them, the first dude I put on my platform was iGod. May he rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
And he was talking about Tank Head. After that, you flooded in with the other brothers that came out, right? And here's what you gotta understand. Half them niggas that you put on your platform, as soon as you put them niggas on your platform, started making videos about me. I ain't know these niggas from a hole in the wall. What we beefing about? They wasn't used to, like, when you first get used to this camera, you gotta learn how to fight on the camera. Like, the softest nigga will drag you on the camera. I had to learn that. Cause you ain't used to fighting on the camera. So I had to learn that. So when they came on the camera and started playing with me, I was crushing these niggas like I was just crushing them. And making them look stupid, cause that's what they look like. But when I sit back and I say, okay, let me take the dudes in those interviews and what they started spewing on the internet. Now let me compare that. Your bloods versus my bloods, the one sitting next to me.
Okay.
And let's compare the interviews from day one, from on now that I've been putting on the interview, on the internet. And when they start doing their videos and they having communication and they start speaking about their life stories and their life journey. Now you got the pioneers running around backbiting and destroying each other in the internet. But I got the original brotherly love shit where niggas is loving each other, and when you around the energy, they ain't fighting when they doing the interview. When you sit amongst these dudes, you feel like I want to be a part of this. They love each other. When you look at them dudes that you put on your platform, you see a bunch of dudes that cutthroat, so they taught the younger generation to cutthroat, and now you got a generation of dudes that's coming home from jail that's sitting up there destroying. I don't care what nobody have to say. Matter of fact, I'm not even mentioning none of these niggas' names no more. Because I done said what I said. I done mentioned enough names to show niggas I don't respect nobody. But I done seen certain homies in trouble in jail, and they stood tall. Then I seen other dudes talk about a nigga that actually fought and started the beginning of this. Oh, he got pushed out the whip. He got pushed out the whip. He got pushed out the whip. How you push a nigga out the whip that had to go through the worst ever of being a blood and then brag about it on the internet? That's behind the scenes business. If Rico and Swelly get into a beef, you ain't gonna hear Rico and Swelly talking about it on YouTube. So how you start this and then tell the world about your business?
Okay.
Oh, Rico don't take care of his daughter. Swelly ain't go to his father's funeral. That nigga ain't shit. This is what y'all doing to each other? This is what you doing to each other. Like when you gotta understand something, right? It is the most disgusting shit that I've ever seen in my life. Shout out to Blue Boy. I'm learning things about him. Some people love him, some people hate him, but he was a stand-up dude. He was a get busy nigga.
I heard.
Getting busy don't make you a real dude, but Blue Boy is respected. How you sit up there and roll out the red carpet for the blue and disrespect the red? If you don't have nothing nice to say about your brother, don't say nothing at all. If I got a problem with my brother, I'm going to sit up there, we going to go in and we going to meet up and we going to have a conversation. Yo, Rico, that was wrong with what you did. Yo, Swelly, that was wrong with what you did. Yo, T-Mac, why you, the world, as you get older, right? I had to learn and realize that, yo, I'm not the young Poppy no more. I can't move like the young Poppy no more, but I keep telling myself I'm still Poppy. As you get older and you start getting older in the penitentiary, then you come home, you get faded out. In the military, the USA, you know what happens in the USA? They give you that flag. They give you the purple ribbon of honor. Why the homies that I seen put in work and really caught extra time in jail, spent years in the box, where's they purple ribbon from their set? Start honoring your brother. If your brother has a fault where jail did something mentally, first of all of us had something mentally done to us from our parents and our upbringing, the hood. Ask yourself a question. What would make a 12-year-old grab a goddamn Glock and put him in the head with the headshot? What would make him do that? Pain. What is this pain? Niggas be sitting up there talking about, yeah, I shot my first nigga at 12 years old. Why? That's not normal. You supposed to be playing Atari, Nintendo, PlayStation. Right. Nobody want to get into the mental illness, but everybody want to criticize each other. I came to bring the pain. One thing in life that is universal is pain, and everybody ignores that. I came to tap into your soul. I didn't come here to entertain you. So I had to start talking about celebrity gossip to get my numbers up. But then when I start looking at celebrity gossip, I'm watching celebrities that's running around, living in paradise, coming back to the hood, trying to sell us the hood. When you living in paradise. No, I am the first nigga that sit up there without Pimp My Rides and MTV Cribs to show you, listen, this was my journey. This little house, I work here. I went on vacation. I came back from vacation. Look at my pond in my yard. You can live like successful people. Just invest in your home. Stop running around buying a stupid jewelry. Half these rappers, no disrespect, I'm not going to name nobody on your platform because some of these niggas you cool with. But what I am going to say is, when you sit up there and you showing everybody that you got $2 or $3 million worth of jewelry, when your house been in foreclosure and they was going to take your house 2 or 3 times, what message are you sending to the children? The next generation. I want to know not to lose my car. I want to know how to not go into bankruptcy. I want to know what it's like to not lose my house and have them take my house and I have to get a new one under a corporation because my credit is bad, but I'm going to come to the hood in front like everything is okay with jewelry on. No. You are leading me to the hellfire. My job is to tell my brother, listen, yo, I love you. Don't go down that path. If you go down that path that I went down, you're done. I know I told you. Then I'm going to grab you. I might even fight with you. After you hit me a couple of times, all right, I got to go back to my family. You made your choice. I showed you how much I love you. Nobody's doing that to the younger dudes in the hood. Niggas is coming home like the penitentiary, like jail is a badge of honor. In the black community, you're not seeing black men. A caterpillar becomes a butterfly. You old ass niggas coming home from jail with your chest stuck out because you done, some of y'all, I don't even understand how you do 20 years in jail and you ain't got no muscles. But anyway, you come home from jail, right? With your chest stuck out. Now, picture this. The 50-year-old OG standing next to the 18-year-old. The 18-year-old looking like... Matter of fact, let me correct that. Not the one coming home. The ones that's been home. You coming home from jail, I don't fault you. Let me correct that. You the OG, right? So you've been on the block. You've been out here in these streets for 50 years, 40 years. I'm 18 years old. What do you got to show me? You got some sneakers? You got a chain? You dress just like me. You hanging on the same block just like me. You living in the same building just like me your whole life. You didn't change none of your conditions. But I'm supposed to respect your gangster? Your gangster is getting your mother out of that building and getting your mother a house. Not you sitting up there bragging about how you can't even find any more storage for your sneakers, so you got to give some away to your friends. No, we grown men. I tell people all the time, my job is to hire my children the same way your son running around here working for you. And I sat up there and asked you, I know you paying him, right? What makes you think I'm not paying my, I know you is. You a good father. He's still with you. You dedicated your whole life to him.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't want to sit next to a nigga that don't love his kids. Because if you don't love your kids, you can't love me. You only love my gun game. Oh, the mic right there talks while he talk.
Nah, that's a fact. I was just telling my man that earlier about a situation and about a situation and not. You could say you love me. You could say you love Rico. You could say you love any one of us. You walk past your kid every day. You don't love me, bro.
It's a fact.
It's nothing that could come from you that you walk past your kid every day and you could tell me, yo, Swelly, I love you. I'm Jack. You don't love me, bro. This son you created. You walk past this every day.
That's you.
That's who you are. And I know, and I can speak from experience because I got a pops and my mom's wasn't there and my pops took care of me. And not only that, my pops took care of me, he took care of Rico, took care of Blaze, took care of Bo, Fern, Mike B, everybody that's in his room. Oh, that's my cousin Blaze, that's who with you? Oh, they with me. He sat us all down. Yo, look, this is what we doing. This is what y'all want to do this, y'all want to do music, y'all want to do, I'm with y'all. This is what y'all got to do for me. Y'all got to be loyal to each other. Y'all got to stay on the right path. Y'all got to move with righteousness. Y'all got to move with honor. Y'all got to listen to the ones that was before y'all. And with all of that, if y'all want something, y'all got to go get it. I'm not going to just give it to y'all. I'm going to help y'all do what I can help y'all with. But y'all got to figure some things out on y'all own. Because y'all men and y'all becoming grown. And he was like that with us since we was kids. I asked my pops one day, he was throwing the basketball tournament. He did it for us so long. We all hooping, we playing ball. Yo, why you did this? When I became a man, I asked him, yo, why you did this so long? So I could watch y'all, make sure y'all good. The money I was spending, what I was doing, it didn't matter. I know where my sons is at. I know where his friends is at. I know where they moms is at. The money I was spending doesn't matter. If I could sit right here and look over y'all all day, we good. We good. I get it. So I'm a young man, but I get it. Me and Poppy was talking about something the other day. I called him 2 days ago. Yo, Poppy, we not doing that. Right or wrong, Pop? Pop like, yo, Sweaty, we not arguing on the internet. We not getting into that, big bro. I love you, big bro. We not doing that. Let them say whatever they want. It's a lose-lose for us. We try and win. You got more to lose than anybody. It's a lose-lose for us, bro. We not even gonna argue. We not getting into that.
You feel the energy?
We not doing that.
I feel what that mean. I feel it. They talking nice.
You feel it? You feel yo, you know what? When you listen, like what made me fall in love with these dudes was they love. This is gonna be the example. When they say brotherly love, these niggas is gonna teach bloods that there's bloods that love bloods. And my brother keeper, these dudes are gonna show dudes that you don't have to go out there and be a criminal. You don't have to get on the internet and be an ignorant nigga. But we can sit up here and have a good time and say, yo, I love you, and this was fun. The energy that I'm bringing to the table, forgive me if I seem some ignorant shit that the children had to watch that was birthed on the internet. But I came to correct that bullshit.
So I appreciate that, and I do understand what you're saying, and it makes sense. So the issue that you had was giving a platform and watching the pioneers that the kids gonna look up to go at each other and do things and represent the nation in not such a good light. That was how you felt about it. You didn't like that. You thought that they should have been setting a better example, teaching the youth and being out there instead of going at each other on YouTube.
Yes. Not only that, but I felt like once again, like I said, it's like, yo, when do we grow up? I felt like I was fighting every fight. I came out talking about my childhood pain, but at the same time, every time I turn around, I'm seeing a clip of somebody's mother crying. Mm-hmm. When do we decide to sit up there and say, yo, we teach the younger generation when to fight? There is a time to kill. But we killing just because. Either you gonna stand for something or you gonna fall for anything. I can't sit back and just feel comfortable watching a 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14, 15 go to jail. You just went to jail at the age of 15 years old. You coming home at the age of Alpo. And now dudes is looking at a brother like Alpo like, oh, he still look good. He's still the man. No, that's the trap. What they don't tell you, like when you meet my brother Jubanga, when he tell you he lost his mama. Niggas don't tell you that phone call. Everybody brag about, yeah, I'm getting busy, blah, blah, blah. What about that phone call? Yeah, Jew come to the office. Hello? Mom's gone. The scream that you hear through the jail. When a nigga lost his mother, why do niggas glorify that, man? Why? Niggas' children go through things. How do you feel good about being kidnapped by the system when you can't wake up and kiss your kid? Yo, I got a video in my phone I could play for you right now when my baby girl this morning just getting on the school bus. Dad, stop recording me. I'm gonna send it to you so you can put it in this post. Dad, you recording me again. And I just feel good. You ain't outside, nigga. I don't want to go outside. I'm scared to go outside. Every time I go outside, what did you say your last video, a flip, when you was like, Hassan Campbell got the this, and this, how you moving this? Like, do you understand what it feels like, right? Because niggas be talking. When you about that life, I don't call nobody when I go outside. When I go outside, it's all of nothing. If you run down on me outside, it's kill or be killed. We are not sitting up there doing the hokey pokey, then you turn. No. I'm going to hit him in the head. You're going to go, or I'm going to go. So now, in between that, every time I go outside, if I don't have paid security with me, which most of the time I never do, that means if the gun boys decide to get behind me and put a gun in my car, I'm going to jail for what, 5 to 10 years just to go outside? Niggas hate me because I'm successful. I never watched enough to sit up there and say, I can't stand this. Because as soon as I seen a TV show I didn't like, I turned it off. You didn't exist in my life no more.
Real right.
So now you got on the internet, real niggas, it's supposed to be real niggas, because I was in this box, I did this, I did that. Oh, that's every time you turn around, my name is in the title. Cool, I don't give a fuck about that. All I want to do is I want to lead by example. At some point in time, Hassan Campbell don't just want to be on the camera no more. I want to create other brothers to be the next Swelly, Rico, and whoever else that wanted that chase their dreams, because in order to chase your dreams, you have to have a following. Those young boys in the Bronx, whether it was D-Thing, shout out to him, K-Flock, shout out to him, all those young boys was on those blocks putting music out independently and made the industry look at them. They were so savage because grown men, I kept on saying, yo, I want to get with these brothers. I speak to D-Thing moms on a regular now, but it came too late. All I wanted to do was squash the beast with these little dudes because they did what nobody else was able to do. Fat Joe was the last face of the Bronx. They brought us back. They made New York look good again, but they was killing, allegedly, according to the district attorney. K-Flock allegedly laid something down on camera because this is the energy that the OGs didn't control. If you say you an OG on the block, then put your foot down. If you ain't got the power to be an OG, then sit your old ass down. Because the reality of it is, you got a lot of 40 and 50-year-old dudes running around talking about they the OG, but the OG is really 16 years old to 25. Right. The rest of these niggas is fronting.
That's a fact. How was that?
That's a fact.
Yeah. How was that?
The babies running the block.
Let me ask you a question. Not to cut you off. Why do you think these OGs are not OGs no more? Like, why do you think they're not playing that position or playing that role as the OG, as the big homies?
You know why? Because in life, you got to lead by example, right? The only thing, this is why niggas hate me on the internet. The only thing these niggas got left is their ego. When I sit up there and I tell a nigga right now, right? If I decide that I want to have another wife or I want to cheat on my wife, I want to be whichever one. Because some dudes, they don't believe in having more than one wife. Some dudes cheat on their wife. Whatever the case may be. Any female that I deal with, when a man is up, there ain't no negotiations. You're not paying any bills. There is no going half and half. You're not paying any bills. If you want to sit up there and you want to say, I'm the man, I'm the boss, I'm the king of this castle, nigga, then lead by example. Get her off of Section 8. Oh, you can't do that? You 40 and 50 years old and you don't have nothing to show to the next generation. So now when Hassan Campbell can sit up there and lead by example, the first thing you sit up there and say is, oh, well, his jewelry is fake. All right. Oh, well, it's something stupid. Instead of dealing with the facts that at the end of the day, at the age of 30 years old, I got my first house.
Okay.
At the age of 25, I had my co-op. So I made steps. I knew I wanted something. When I was 18 years old, before I went to jail, I was looking at the OGs in Bronx River. These niggas are selling drugs out of their mother's house. And they 40 years old, 30 years old. I don't want to be like that. You have to give yourself a calendar. And when you get a certain age, you have to mark that calendar like this is what I changed in my life. When you look at these niggas on the block, they ain't changed shit. So now they mad at you when you having this conversation. I don't want my wife to be the wife. Outside of me being a fat nigga right now, I got fat bigger than Queenzflip right now, but I'm gonna get it down. I don't want my wife to be sitting up there looking at TV shows and seeing this is an image of what a man is supposed to be. Because women get tired. And I don't know why dudes feel like just saying, yo, I shoot that nigga, I clap that nigga. Like, she's tired of that. You'll shoot the nigga and clap that nigga, but you can't buy the baby no shoes.
So let me hold on, because you know, if I let you go, you're gonna go 1,000 miles.
Yes.
Let me slow you down a little bit, because so how is anybody supposed to learn from you? Let's talk about you real quick. You jump out the window a lot. You say a lot of things that's controversial, and you do say things that make sense. And I listened to you before I did, but then a lot of times you go overboard. You do not think before you say something, in my opinion. And I've seen a couple of times you had to come back and double back and say, I made a mistake. You do acknowledge it, you do take accountability, but there's always something with it as well. It was a couple of things that you said, and a couple of times I had to call you with people on the phone. But you don't say those type of things. A couple of times where I had to make the connection, like, Poppy, this person want to speak to you, and you speak to them, and everything is all smiling, and it's because of something you said. Right? You offended people's moms, right? You remember that? You offended people's moms when people passed away. You say things. So how are they supposed to look at you as an example? You spit a rhetoric or you spit something which makes sense, but you don't look at what you be doing. So you say something. Hold on, I'm almost done.
Be specific.
You took 1,000 times. You took 1,000 times. Cause I'm back now. I was calm for a little bit. Yeah, it's what you wanted. You would talk about something and then insult. Like I think it was it Duck Mom or something? Somebody moms got offended. I forgot.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, of course
Let's
you do.
Start with her.
Of course you do.
Somebody
Mother got offended, right?
Yeah.
And when you talk about the dead, right? I guess they live in their life, right? And you talk about the dead and the way you acknowledge it, aren't you sort of spitting that venom that these niggas out here is living by the way you're acknowledging the dead, by what you're saying about them, or how you, not poking fun, but you use these little terminologies and stuff instead of saying, yo, he passed away, or they use these terminologies that you want to use, and because it's you, people like, a lot of people feel that way, but what are you teaching? What are you teaching?
All right,
so you say crazy stuff. I'm almost done. You say crazy stuff and then come back up with positivity. It's called confusion. It's confused. I'm confused by you sometimes.
All right, so now you asked me about 5 different questions. So
I did. Answer all.
And I'm gonna use one of the examples that you put out there. FBG Duck mother.
Yes.
Right. She is the epitome of what a mother's not supposed to be.
Tell me why.
Why? Rest in peace, FBG Duck. I think that brother could have been something powerful. Some of his last videos was talking about the same, talking about dead and beef. The mother had 10 kids. 5 of her children died tragically. I don't want to be inconsiderate towards her feelings, but what I do want to be is clear. One of the things that started a beef between us is when I said, if I was the father of her dead child, the 5th one, you had 4 children died and you let my child die. You raised them in the same hellfire. You didn't try to get my child out of the hood when you knew that hood was a death sentence and 5 kids out of 10 is dead. I have a problem with that. She didn't like hearing that. Any man who has to get a phone call and say my child died and there's a woman on the other end, you want to know why did my child die? Why didn't you do anything about this? Yes, as a father, I have a responsibility, but FBG Duck father went to jail for something that he didn't do. So he couldn't control that. And I'm going to say this, whether niggas like it or not. Every man and every woman, you have a child at 18 years old, 21 years old. By the time that child gets 12 to 15 years old, if you realize you living in a neighborhood that's going to murder your child because people brag about the neighborhood and I'm from this block and this block does this and does that, if you know that your child may fall victim to the streets, you have an obligation to get your child out of that neighborhood if you can't change it. I use my voice to try to change the ignorance, so people try to cast me out the same way they did Jesus. So now, me as a father, I live by example. I'm actually buying land and property for my children to pass on to them. I'm not just talking about it, but even then, if you can't afford to do that, let it start with a thought. Everything starts with a thought. Imagine yourself doing it, then it'll happen. Because every day you thinking about it and your willpower is bringing that into fruition. So this is where and how I do that. But when I'm versing, you got Hassan Campbell. Now, not the broke YouTuber, but I'm getting a little bit of bread, but not enough to sit up there in front like I'm the celebrities. And now my image have to battle with niggas that's been in the limelight for 20 years, bigger groups, and all they selling is the community is death. I just saw, and I ain't biting my tongue on this one, somebody just sent me, correct me if I'm wrong, you could Google it, because sometimes people entrap me. I seen an album cover of Jeezy's album, I hope I'm wrong, I pray I'm wrong, where it was cocaine over a city, with him coming back into the rap game. This nigga ain't sold cocaine, and even if he did, I just watched a video with Jeezy's son graduating high school or college. Why the hell would you want to push the drug game back on our children? Why I gotta look at The Godfather and see them say, no women and children, or better yet, see them sit up there and say, yeah, if you push this in our community, you're gonna die. Why I gotta look at Yeezy, Kanye West, sit up there and just say out of his mouth that we are the original people, the chosen one of God, and that made him public enemy number one, but a nigga can sit up there and say, yo, we gonna smoke on Tuka. And black people don't sit up there and say to these record corporations, y'all better take every song down disrespecting Tuka. So when you put me in front of the limelight and you really, really listen to me, now mind you, right, I'm more cuckoo than Kanye. I'm the broken one. I'm the broken one that cries on the internet, breaks down on the internet because I got that much pain. But at the same time, my pain still reflects on my people because I still feel what they go through. I'm not never to the point to where that I'm in front of this camera right now. I can sit up there and brag about how tough I am, how much jewelry I'm going to buy. I'm going to have the nicest car. No, every time you see me sit in front of this camera and there's an audience watching, you're going to hear about us. Because the reality of it is, whether we rich or poor, the only thing that's waiting for us is a grave.
So, let's go back a little bit to what you said. And I asked you 5 questions. You answered them the best way you can.
Get to the next one.
Hold on, no, don't rush me. Don't rush me. So, we grew up in a lot of neighborhoods where our mothers tried our best to provide, whether it's have a job, and the streets raised us. My mother's had to work late at night, and during the time, the father's not in the home, and during the time she's working, we'd go outside and fall in love with outside, right? And no matter how much time she tries to tell us, don't go that way, don't do this, do that, if we don't want to listen, we don't listen. A lot of times we become in love or infatuated of a role model, or whether it's money and stuff like that, because we don't have it in the home. So we go outside and get it. We go outside and force our way into stuff, and our mother is not doing that, but that's, not having male figures. A lot of brothers and sisters, and we have to figure it out. She's coming home with her one check and buying groceries and splitting a quarter leg between 9 people. A lot of us come from that. So when we go outside, so when you say a mother should have got, FBG's duck mother should have did her best to get him out of there, or other people, I have to question, did you forget how we came up? Did you forget the sacrifices and the struggles of our parents? Hold on. Before you listen to respond, nigga, I'm about to get you. Did you forget the sacrifices and the struggles the parents had to go through? I do agree about the other, if your siblings pass away, you had 4 children that passed away prior. I understand that standpoint. It makes sense. But did you forget where we came from? Did you forget how hard it is when you're in a neighborhood, when you're dealing with poverty, and when you're dealing with the resources that you have, how hard it is to even change a young man who's out there being influenced by the streets and want to go out there? You can't do that much as a parent. You can't. No matter what a mother said, no matter how she do it. My mother then came outside in Brooklyn and pulled up when I was outside trying to be a Crip, embarrassing me. That's all it took for me. But I seen a lot of niggas still go outside. My mother came out, and when I was outside on 193rd and Linden by Big Daddies with Webb and Nitty and them, and came outside looking for me. But I chose to be there no matter how much time she talked to me. That was my choice. She showed her sacrifice, but I still got myself in trouble because I wanted to do it. And no matter, she told me and taught me this. So how do you blame a parent? That's what I'm asking you, from where we came from where the struggle, especially in the hood you come from. There's a lot of struggles there before the whole things was becoming unified. You know that struggle. How can you blame a mother?
I'm gonna have a Phil's day with this.
Please do.
You just asked me the stupidest question in the world.
Make sure you answer it unstupidly.
Now, I made it clear. When you look at FBG Duck mother, she look ghetto fabulous. When you look at FBG Duck's mother, hold up, I want you to feel this, Rico. I want y'all to feel this, right? FBG Duck's mother, put yourself in this position. She's on the internet, giving the ops head, her son's enemy. The nigga put her on the internet, the ops, had the moms on the internet. We're not talking about the mother that had to split chicken between the whole building. We are talking about the mother that was getting gang banged by the ops. And then the ops posted her on the internet. Now, let me flip that, right? Because I had a conversation with my brother Swelly, right? And I always assumed that everybody had their mother. He didn't have his father, so I want him to reiterate again.
He had his father.
How?
Oh,
He had his father. He didn't have his mother. I want him to reiterate again how his father became the father of all of these niggas sitting here. Say it again. I want him to say it again because the same way he gonna tell you what his father did, there was mothers that was doing that. And no, sometimes the mothers stay poor, but when you have mothers that's going to the Dominican Republic and buying a $30,000 ass, that's who I'm talking about.
Got you.
I'm not talking about the mother that got like my mother that had to have all the surgeries because she had arthritis down her leg and she was walking with a limp. I'm not talking about the mother that had to figure out how to make a way out of no way. I'm talking about this new age mother.
Make it clear then. Make
The
it clear.
new age mother.
thank
I'm
you.
not talking about the struggling mother.
Okay, make it
I'm
clear.
talking about the parents. I stand for the parents. When I use my voice on my platform, I make a sacrifice and offend everybody and put my life on the line because sometimes you got to sit up there and say, yo, this is not the path. It's like when you watch that movie, Deuce. Rico, just give me my son. OG Bobby Johnson. I did a bid for the set. All I want is my son. You got dads in jail for the set. And the set is destroying his son. And his dad done caught 20 and 30 years in a box. And all he wants is his son. So if it cost me my life to be the voice of that, to sit up there and say, I speak for that blood, that grip, those homies that said that the set is doing my son's right. Somebody gotta say it. Because if you're gonna be on the internet and you're gonna be claiming whatever set you claim, and I say this from the bottom of my heart, New York Bloods in New York that embarrass black people and embarrass gang culture more than anybody. I don't see California and all the rest of them looking this bad. These older niggas that's supposed to be first generations came out so sloppy that disappeared. Now you got these old, whatever. You got other niggas now, I ain't even giving them no props, that's so messy and so nasty, they sit up there and put niggas' baby moms up there. I don't never want to put my brother baby moms on the internet. If we got a problem, let's iron our shit out. This is the set. I do this for all of the parents. I do this for Swelly Pops that sat up there and made sure he was a pop to all of these dudes. So if that man was missing to show these brothers how to act and carry themselves with each other, this is the energy you gonna get. This is the conversation that you gonna get coming from me. And niggas can't stomach that because men don't want to be men no more. Everything ain't about money. Some things is about a message.
And I say that to say this. My pops told me, it's a couple of times we talking, he told me, he said, yo, the knowledge is the biggest thing he could give us. You get what I'm saying? He explained that to me a million times. Knowledge is the biggest thing I could give y'all. The money cool, this cool. Now it's up to y'all to take it or not. One of my uncles, my Uncle Pop, he did 20 plus years and things like that. So as my cousin was coming up, my pops was there and we going through things and things like that. You know, my cousin and my Uncle Pop, we real close, and my pops sat down with us one day, me, Rico, and Blaze. He spoke to us. He said, yo, we was kids and we made decisions and bad decisions. So the way y'all coming up now, if y'all make a bad decision, y'all could be out of here. Rico could have a daughter right now and be 26 years old or 27 years old and make a bad decision and be out of here for 20 joints. So don't think, he explained that, so don't think y'all uncle don't love y'all and he don't care. Yeah, he love y'all to death and he care about y'all. And if he was here, he would have pushed the narrative to be here and do things different. But understand that this life right here is about decisions. So you got to always understand and be mindful and be cautious and make the right decision. Because the minute we don't make the right decisions, we could be out of here and it could affect everybody. And I started to understand that because when I got older and I'm moving and I'm seeing certain things, I'm like, oh, I wasn't there, so that's why that situation transpired like that. Oh, that's why that happened like that. Because if I was there, that would have never happened like that. So as I got older, I just started to understand certain things. And that's where I'm at now. Like, going back to what I was saying about us talking and me, Rico, and Poppy, and for all of us talking, I'm like, yo, we got a bigger goal. We got a bigger goal. Everybody can say what they want. It's cool. We know what time we on. We know how we moving. And we understand what's at stake and what's ahead. We got a bigger goal. And who we got something to prove to? Nobody. Like, his resume is his resume. Check out. You could say what you want to say. You could love him. You could hate him. His resume is his resume. Ain't never been a sucker. Ain't never been a rat. Ain't never been none of those things. Take care of his family. So you don't got to agree with everything he say. And this is another thing my dad told me. Yo, somebody a man, and he being a yes man, that ain't your man. He pull you up and tell you, yo, that's not what we doing. You know how many times I go in a situation, I get in my bag, yo, Reek, yo, bro, what? You're not even getting into that, bro. Because we know who we are. What we getting? Look, bro, long as we over here and we doing what we doing, nobody don't come our way. We not even getting into that. We not dissing no dads. We ain't promoting no violence. That ain't our bop. Ain't nothing sweet about anybody sitting on this couch here or anybody in there, but that ain't our bop. And we got OGs, yeah, we listen to our OGs. We not from, no disrespect to Chicago, we not from Chicago. We from New York. The ones before us, they taught us, they teached us, they taught us, they did certain things for us. So we listen to the ones that was before us and make us understand, yo, this is what it is.
The right ones too.
This is what it is. You get what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
That's another thing. You could go, not to cut you off, you could go two ways in this shit. Like, you got the OGs that's gonna steer you the wrong way and the OGs that's gonna steer you the right way. So you can't just follow OGs just because they OGs.
I agree.
OG ain't no OG.
Yeah,
They
facts.
old ass dumb niggas.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, we was blessed to have an OG like his pops in our life that leaded us the right way. You know what I'm saying? Leaded us to be men. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, we wouldn't be like how he say we a brotherhood and we carry ourselves different. We wouldn't be none of that if it wasn't for his pops.
He done sat us down at 12, 13 years old. Yo, I don't care what y'all going through. I don't care what y'all feeling, what y'all going through. When y'all step outside of here, y'all stick together. Y'all stick together over anything. And everybody, I used to walk past me and my was getting a little argument. He's sitting with his mans. I come outside and he made me understand things early. His man's all sitting down, come outside. I'm walking past. He be like, yo, come here. Like, yo, they disowning you? You're like, huh? Did this person do something to you? Did this person do something to you? Did this person do something to you? He like, nah. He be like, so whatever your issue is with me, that's your issue with me. You don't got an issue with Poppy because you and Queenzflip not getting along. You don't got an issue with G Money because you and Queenzflip not. Y'all handle that as men. So as I got older, I started to understand, oh yeah, if y'all brothers, y'all gonna go through things. But when you step outside, you love who you love, and you also understand that this is my brother, he ain't do nothing to me. Whatever my issue is, it's not with him.
That's right. That was right.
That's why. Now that's real though, because you know I think you guys are all cut from different cloth too. You know what I'm saying? Like not many, whether you want to say OGs or whatever, like men from this area, this set, this hood. Like not everybody cut from that same cloth. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up from that same cloth. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like on my block, growing up, we didn't disrespect the elderly, like you said earlier, like women and children. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like my older friends on my block. I don't want to say OGs because, you know, whatever, but it's my older friends that I was on the block with, they were doing their thing, you know, certain games, whatever the case is. But if my mom pull up on the corner, they put the weed away. How you doing, miss? You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll pause the fight and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they just, it's a respect factor. So y'all, I feel like y'all all cut from the same cloth. You know what I'm saying? And not many men who call themselves men are cut from that cloth.
Yeah. Even with us being men, not to cut you off, it's no big I's, little U's. You do wrong, you do wrong.
That's it. Yeah.
We pull you up. And we gotta go in the building and figure it out. Yeah. That's just the understanding. Oh, yo, what? And then we walk away later smiling. Yo, you all right?
That's it, yeah.
Me and Mike B done went in the building 20 times.
All of us.
Me and Rico, me and Blaze, we done went in. Bo done had that. We done went in the building 20 times over and over. Yo, bro, you tripping. And then we figure out, and yo, I love you, bro. I'm sorry. I apologize. And me and Hassan, we was talking about that earlier. I was telling him, I said, you know what makes people a sucker? I said, it don't make you a sucker when you do something wrong. It make you a sucker when you do something wrong and you stand on it.
Yeah.
That's what make you a sucker. When you wake up and you say, yo, I did some bullshit. I apologize. I did something wrong, bro. You my brother and I did something wrong. But don't just say I did something wrong. I did something wrong and it's not gonna happen again.
Right.
You gotta take accountability.
You giving up, but when you do something wrong and you go to stand on it like, yo, I don't care, and that's what makes you a sucker.
Yeah.
Because none of us is perfect. I'm quite sure y'all brothers, Queens, G-Man, I'm quite sure y'all brothers, I'm quite sure y'all don't have the same understanding on everything. I'm quite sure Queens might feel one way one day, G-Money might feel a certain way one day. I'm quite sure. But I'm quite sure y'all still sit down and understand, like, we brothers, got a bag to get, we got families, let's figure it out.
Like, at the end of the day, like, he out here honcho. I don't got no ego with this shit. You feel what I'm saying? He out here honcho. He the one that had the vision from the gate. You feel what I'm saying? But he'll tell you, it ain't never a time that I'm about to sit here and be on no yes man shit. If I'm not liking how some shit going on, I'm not liking how he handle a situation, we got that convo. But back to what Poppy said, it ain't gonna go on the internet. It ain't gonna be for the whole world to say.
Yeah,
we gonna have that convo.
Right.
We gonna get that understanding. And we gonna move forward from that. You feel what I'm saying? And as men, that's how you gotta handle it. Yeah, we brothers, we sons, we boyfriends, husbands, fathers, all that. But at the end of the day, we all men.
Yeah.
You gotta be a man. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
And that's something we talk about all the time. Me and Rico talk about, and we so close because I say, you know what's wrong with society, that everybody's supposed to be men until it's time to be a man. You gotta be comfortable having uncomfortable conversations.
that's it right there.
Yo, bro, I don't like what you did. Don't do that again. And if your man love you enough, he's gonna understand where you coming from and be like, all right, bet, bro.
But you know the best part about that? When you have those conversations, it's like when you watch the movie Juice, and I tell people all the time, Swelly Father ain't got to worry about Rico hugging him over the casket because he done killed him in the staircase. Because everybody got to go back to dad. Ain't no soldiers left behind. Niggas love each other. And once the rest of the hood could learn to go back to the original brotherhood of loving each other and taking care of each other, it has spread. The love is spread instead of the disease of hate, jealousy, and envy. Because the hood got a battle right now. It's like, it's not enough love. It's not enough of that original foundational love being pushed. It's the artificial. And that artificial comes with jealousy, envy, greed, and hate. And that's the shit that make you don't last long. When you got a crew and all these niggas is your original brothers, yeah, we down with the same set, but these are my brothers. When you lose one, you don't make that mistake again being egotistical because that one hurt. But when niggas don't love each other, the whole crew will go to jail and it'll be excuses why the whole crew is in jail.
Right. And you know it's crazy. My man told me one day, he said, yo, Swelly, he said, you could, and this was one of my mans, Fred P. Free him and things like that. He told me one day, he said, yo, he had a lot of brothers. It was like 6 of them, 5 of them or something like that. He said, yo, when it comes down to your brothers and how you feel, your ego, you check it at the door. You keep your ego for everybody else, the outside, but when it comes to your brothers and who you with every day and how y'all moving and y'all families is like this, Rico is my brother. Our moms is like this. My stepmoms and his mom is like this. Our pops was like this off the strength of us being brothers. You can't tell me I go in his crib and Fern, our moms is like this, Bo. So it means something. But you know, the way this thing goes, like when it comes down to your brothers, your ego, you check it at the door.
I definitely agree. I was the other day, 2 days ago, one of the guys that raised me, you know, he was on Instagram and he was like, you know, some of the OGs, you know, they see something in you because I've been around a lot of people like Maserati Fox. I lived with him for about a year.
Rest in peace.
Webb, you know, Webb, my older cousin, Stack, rest in peace to these guys. And he said something on live 2 days ago. He was like, why do you think that you being around us, and even though you got into trouble, we never gave you nothing to get in trouble? Like, we never said, like, we had the young ones to do it, but we never did that with you. And I never thought about it like that. You know, they tried their best to shelter me from that lifestyle, even though I watched them do it, even though I wanted to do it, you know. Even when I caught the gun charge I caught, he was saying that. He's like, I was so mad at you that you did it, but he said, if you would have told on me, I would have blamed I wouldn't have been mad at you in retrospect because I shouldn't have left that there with you. I should have been more responsible. That's what he said on live. I mean, and I listened to him and stuff like that, and I'm like, I understand. And I didn't think about it that way. Like Fox never said when I was living with him in North Carolina and all that causing trouble. He never said, "Well, Flip here, take this and go drop this hit." Nothing. He's just Queenzflip or Flip at the time, and you here with me and just learning and paying attention. Webb never, I'm giving trouble in the Coliseum. He come bring me a knot of money, man. Go buy yourself some sneakers and get out of here. So I never thought about it like that. Yeah, you've been around the people to learn from them, but it's some OGs or older people that are around you that want to keep you away from that nonsense. And even though you see it, and we have to acknowledge that. You know what I mean? And that was said to me the other day, and this is crazy that it came back in full circle with what y'all talking about, because my he raised me, he taught me everything that I know. You know what I mean? And he was like, yo, why do you think we never did it? And I never thought about it like that. I was just around and I know my history. Any trouble that I got myself in is because I wanted to do it. Yeah. They didn't tell me to do it. They bought me sneakers, and I remember catching the attitude because it wasn't Jordan. They're like, man, we don't have to buy you this, bro. We doing this like, you got to be grateful. Like these life lessons, you know what I'm saying? I remember I fought one of them, and then they all beat me up after when he came back bleeding. And he was like, you had to learn your lesson. What you doing? You acting out, you outside carrying on. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? These things happened in my lifestyle, and they were just talking about it. You know, JG, you had something to say?
No.
Oh, yeah, turn up. So, I understand. You know what I mean? But let's calm down a little bit. You guys are going, I gotta
you good, but you're not that good, right? That's what you want to say?
Huh?
You said you're good, but he ain't that good.
He ain't not that good. But he's pretty good. Hold on, because you're going to go, listen. This new flip is very hard. Like, I'm putting timers up. You go for 12 minutes straight. 12, 14 minutes. Hold on, Poppy. Hold on. All right? Patient. You're not giving no room to breathe.
I'm patient.
All right, cool. Hold on. Do you know about the, so we're talking about fathers and stuff like that. Do you know about the story about K-Sue and his father? K-Sue, the guy from what ATK, and from Jacksonville, where where he killed the op, and I think what his father, they say his father's telling on him now. Right? He supposed to testify against his son, right? So K-Sue and his father, and it's Jacksonville, Florida. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And what I want to ask you is that when you hear stories like that where the father, we don't know the story, allegedly was complicit with the son, was there, but end up testifying on the son. How does that make you feel? Now, the father, obviously, I forgot his father's name, but I think they just call him Blue, but he was a street guy, and I guess at the time, the leader of the ATK, if I'm not mistaken, because that's who I smoke, that's the name of their gang. They said that he was the head of it. I don't know, it's alleged. But when you hear a story like that the father, right now, is up to testify against his son. Yes, his son committed it, but he's going to testify against his son. How does that make you feel?
That's a deep one right there. Now I'm going to break it down. If his father was a part of his lifestyle and they was running in the same criminal activity and he telling on his son, for me, I would rather hang myself. I would rather die. If you have a father like Jeffrey Dahmer's who was running around and killing and eating children, I'm telling on you, you're never coming home, you're finished. I believe in when I say lock them up, there is a reason to tell when it's not a reason to tell. When you're running around and you are so sick and sadistic that you're eating people, if his father told on him, I wouldn't blame him. Me personally, I'm the type of nigga that if my son is that sick, I'm going to take him to the woods. And I have to put you down. If a dog bite a child, we put the dog down. You will never bite another child. So when you have somebody running around doing stuff like that, you put them down. My son, you ever watch that movie, The Oink Bonk Dude? And in the movie, right? Oink Bonk 2. Karate Dude. His village got murdered. And at the end, he wanted to avenge the murder the father knew that he would be coming back to kill him.
Ungbach, not Oinkbach.
All right. So
yeah,
now,
say it right. Stop
and that-
playing, man. With the
I'm the
name.
father at the end.
Come on, man.
I'm the adopted father at the end. When I realized I had to fight my son would have to kill me. Yes, I killed your father. I can't put my child in jail. I can't, like, if my son, depending on what my child did, if you touching somebody's child and you go to jail, I can't stand by you. If you're a rapist, I can't stand by you. There's rules and principles that I have to live with. You see what I'm saying? And I understand, if I find out that you raped somebody's child, your ass is grass. There is no code of the street. There's certain rules that I have to step away from. I don't believe in the nigger shit. But when it comes down, if my son go outside, he coming with a bloody t-shirt, I'm gonna help him hide the body, my nigga. If I go outside, let me make it even better. And I get into a shootout, I tell niggas all the time, take them fucking switches off your Glock. You running around with a switch on your Glock, and you know it's 15 to 20 people on every block in New York City? That's some country shit where there's only one person outside and you want to hit your target. In New York City, you going to hit a bunch of shit. If I hit somebody's child, I'm going to step up, and I'm going to take that.
Right.
I killed that baby. I'm going to give that parent. I
agree.
killed your 2-year-old child.
I
I'm
agree.
turning myself in.
Yep,
I'm
I
not bringing
agree.
the crew down.
Yep,
I
I
was
agree.
raised in a time where if a nigga violated, we didn't snitch. You gonna turn yourself in, you bitch ass nigga. They ain't gonna come locking everybody else for what you did. You violated. A man has to step up and be a man. If you have a personal issue with somebody, you hit him in the head with the headshot. All that being scared and you shooting from a distance, nigga, man up and put that gun back where it belong. Cause other than that, you just an accident murderer.
Right. I agree.
Talk.
That's the difference. All that code of the street, no, it's the code of the community. If you hurt a child in that community, nigga, you owe reparations to that parent.
I agree.
Outside of that, if you playing with grown men in the jungle, we apes, nigga.
A kid, an elderly person,
You're not doing that.
anything
Own up to that.
anything of that nature. We not what? You got a whole lot.
So you up here talking about brotherly love, which is nice. Yeah, I mean, you got these guys up here. No. I'm gonna get him. You know, you gotta ease it. Let him talk. I look at the numbers. Look how long he talks for, and look at the spikes. So you got other brothers from the Bronx that you constantly go at, right? Let me just start off, and I want you to take your time with them, and I will rebuttal some of them. So prepare yourself. You have Hocus 4/5. You have Mysonne.
It's our brother.
You have
Shout out Hocus 4/5. That's
shout
our
out to
brother.
Hocus, man. Shout out to him, good guy. You have Hocus 4/5. You have Mysonne. You have Fat Joe. You've been saying things. You talk about unity. You talk about all these things coming together and stuff like that, and the same stuff. Of course, you're not in the same gang, but you're from the Bronx. BX or B next, where hip hop has started, and you're on the internet. Continue. You thought I was calm. That what you thought? All these people names going to. You're on the internet, going at your brothers from the Bronx. So can you please help me understand your angle, my friend? Please.
All right, so
Start off with Hocus, please.
We'll
please.
start off with Hocus 4/5. See, the thing about a fight, me and Hocus fight made us stronger. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes when you fight with a brother, it's two things that can happen, right? I'll give you an example. Me and Hocus had a fight. We came back strong. Me and Hocus speak to each other on a regular basis, on a daily basis, right? Me and Five Guard had a fight. Me and Five Guard had never come back from that. See, there's a difference.
Explain.
With Hocus 4/5, there was lines that we took, whatever we had to say and we dealt with was between us. With Five Guard, I just listened to, right? And I want people to understand this when they say y'all should come back together. With Five Guard, what he did was he knew that our relationship was shaky, and it's similar to what my brothers over here, right? They deal with the Bloods, right? Five Guard, when he came through the door, it was, I'm only using this nigga for his platform. So it's but so much you could pretend going back and forth, being with the fake. When you're dealing with the real, brother's gonna tell you, this is where we messed up at. This is where the problem was at. but we gonna take it behind doors before it comes to the front stage. Five God decided to get on the internet and invite me and academics to his balls. My name should have never been in that content like that. I'm still a gladiator. So now after you do that, it's like, you know what I mean? We have to fight before we can get to forgiveness. You just disrespected me. We gotta go in the hallway. So with me and Hocus is a brother that has the same message as me. Hocus done had a RICO case. Now how they tell you, oh, it was an act. No, RICO means the feds studied you. They felt like they had a case on you and they trying to destroy you. That's the Soundview area, Castle Hill area of the Bronx. The FBI have a problem with us.
Right.
They have a serious problem with us. They target each and every generation. Me and Hocus 4/5 relationship made us better.
Shout out to
When
him.
we talk and we fight for each other.
Solid
We
dude.
defend each other. Me and Five God, he just said on the internet, I had a situation where I did a live on University. And after the live, somebody keyed my car, broke my car window. The dudes that did that, they went in my apartment building where I used to live at and filmed the whole floor, showed where I live at in the Bronx, my Bronx apartment. So he just admitted that the dudes called him on the phone and said, you know, we did that, but I ain't have nothing to do with that. But they also knew where the door was at. You knew where that door was at. You did that. When you love somebody, right? I would have never did that to Hocus. Hocus would have never did that to me. We had a problem. We ironed our problems out. This is the difference between real friends and fake friends. When it comes to Mysonne, right?
Hold that. Five God so I seen him. I just YouTube him again. You know. Okay, so where did that relationship derive from? Who is he? How did y'all even have a relationship? You
We
and
got a
Five God?
relationship because he was somebody that was an up-and-coming artist that made a whole album with my voice on it and the music sound dope. And I said, I'm going to help this brother. And that's what I did. Ever since I've been on YouTube, if you pay attention, I've always played brothers' music on my platform. I'm never going to stop trying to help the next man sitting next to me. That's why when you said, oh, what are all these niggas with you? Like, I brought the brothers with me, and when you look at the comment section, you're going to see exactly who they are. The street's going to tell you. Oh, shit. That's the view. These ain't no regular niggas right here. This is as real as you can get. And for me, when we come here, we ain't have to kill nobody. We all go home from here. Everybody's safe. We ain't going out on the block gunning nobody's down. We ain't starting no problem. But I guarantee you, if you start it, we going to finish it. Every time. It is simple. That's all it is. So that's my thing right there. With Five God, I went on Math Alpha platform. He was sitting next to me.
Oh.
When Darucci called me down there for the first time and I went to go get some coats, I shared that with him. I didn't know that Darucci and the other Daniel Levels next door, so I was buying coats and I made sure he didn't leave. You know, when I left, he left. If I eat, everybody eats with me. I'm not going to get no chicken wings and I'm not feeding the niggas around me. If I go get me some chicken wings and I ain't got enough, I can't. I got to stash it in my car. I can't. But if I know they hungry, somebody's hungry, that's yours. I'm fat. I could burn some of these calories. I'm going to feed my niggas.
So what went wrong? You know, you're bringing us to what went wrong with you and this guy, Five God?
What went wrong is the whole time, what you got to be careful was, you got to stop helping niggas they don't want your help, they want your spot.
Got it.
So when he pulled that Hummer stunt, what he did was, he said, okay, I'm going to put a video out breaking Hassan Campbell's car, and he's going to lose his credibility, and I'm going to look like the nigga that was behind it, and I'm going to sell my mixtape. That's what the nigga tried to do to me. The dirty, rotten scoundrel.
So why did he break your car? Did you have an argument? What made
He
him break
wasn't there. He sent some other niggas to do it. To break my car window. Then he told everybody that they chased me in the building. Now, y'all had footage of my car being broken into. Y'all had footage going in the building, and y'all taped the whole hallway. Where was me running? Like, I'm the type of nigga that if you caught me slipping and I didn't have my swammy on me, I'm going to tell everybody, yo, them niggas almost caught me. I had to run. I went upstairs. Y'all watched me do a live. I showed niggas when my car was too cocky. Went upstairs, started blazing some ass, laid down, came downstairs 5 o'clock in the morning to see my car. Because I knew it wasn't parked, I had to come out. They knew I had to come out. You know, you parked at the bus stop, you got to move the car. But his claim to fame was supposed to destroy me and my image. So this is where me and him went wrong. Now, when we go to other dudes, these dudes in the Bronx are not my brothers. You see what I'm saying? With Fat Joe, I bring my differences and I adapt my differences with Fat Joe based off of some of the real shit he did for niggas in my camp. So even though I said things about Fat Joe in the past, I apologize for it because I didn't know that my brother Joe that passed away, one of my hitters, he got murdered. Joe paid for his funeral. His twin brother Ant just came home. Joe took care of my nigga. This is my nigga. When you watch the video on YouTube where he say, I don't know Poppy. I don't know Hassan Campbell. I know Poppy. All of my niggas is official. So out of respect, even with Maino, shout out to Maino, you got Lucky Dawn. When you deal with Jim Jones and you dealing with Dice Peso, you got Uggerville. So a lot of these brothers got brothers that's my brothers, where it's like, you know, whatever differences I have, out of respect, I have to put these differences to the side because now these are brotherly ties, right? These are mob, how the brothers say mob ties?
Yeah.
These are mob ties, so I put respect on the table. Now, Mysonne is different.
Hold on. Shout out to Dice Peso.
Shout out to Dice Peso.
Nice
Shout out
guy.
to Jim Jones.
Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to Maino.
Love them guys.
I just spoke to Maino like 2 weeks ago.
X-Mo,
Shout out to
you
Maino.
I love Dice. I love Maino,
Shout
my
out Big
brother.
Reem, too, Fat.
Shout out to all those brothers that you just mentioned. Good brothers that I met. You know, when I was young, I didn't like the Bronx too much. I didn't. I'm sorry. But because they knew I wasn't from there, it made me uncomfortable. When you go to the Bronx, I ain't gonna lie. As a kid, it was a different air. But as I got older, you know, some guys from the Bronx helped me get inside Madison Square Garden. Guys named Miami and them, those guys, and then Dice Peso and them showed me a lot of love and Ugly in them, and it's just nice. The Bronx, I have a new love for the Bronx. I'm about to call it my second home. Well, I'm pushing it, but I'm about to go. I'm about to go to the Bronx. You know,
Yo, with the nah, pushing it.
I mean, I love the Bronx now. Like, those guys really stepped out their way for me. And I appreciate, especially Dice, I got a lot of love for these guys, man. So I understand what you're saying. And I appreciate you, because I was kind of mad at you. You know, he's going at Maine. I was like, Hot Poppy, what you doing? Jim Jones, but you apologized. One thing about you did take accountability.
Now, me and Maino had a dope talk on the phone like 2 weeks ago. Lucky Dawn is my brother. That's Maino's brother. So, you know, Maino went on Math Hoffa platform, and I felt like he was taking some shots at me. And I reached out to Lucky Dawn. I said, before I make a video dragging him, me and Maino gonna have a conversation. But at the same time, this is why I had to G-check myself. Hassan Campbell came on the internet. My beef was with Africa Bambaataa. And no matter what it took for me to get the attention, I felt like the industry abandoned me, so I'm disrespecting all of you niggas.
Facts.
And y'all gonna deal with it because I can hold my own on my own.
So you acknowledge
it. And I acknowledge that.
Okay.
So me and Maino had a beautiful conversation. And even with Jim Jones, right? Jim Jones have mutual friends.
Shout out to
that
Cairo.
Whatever Jim Jones may not have done that I criticize him for not doing in the past, I see him working with new artists now and putting them on his platform. So I salute him for showing love to the newer dudes now. My only problem that I have with all of the older generations is I just want them to understand that when the kids don't have nothing else to look up to, and all they see is you got the flashy cars and you got the jewelry, and you spitting the gangster persona, somewhere in your message you just got to let them know, listen, this is only for entertainment. This is how we grew up. But understand something, this is not the path that you take, because the younger generation, let me tell you something, you ain't never seen Rakim shoot a nigga on camera, but K-Flock did. And when these niggas be sitting up there talking about, I'm gangster, I'm bout it, nigga, K-Flock was everything that every generation bragged about when he shouldn't have been that. That young boy should have been protected because he was gifted and talented and he was hurt.
Poppy.
He should have been protected. D-Thing got caught. He was running through, he's driving through 194th and Briggs with detectives following him. Now he done went from gun cases to federal RICO. He should have been protected. This nigga brought New York back. Hassan Campbell, single-handedly, with switching up my whole shit. You watched me from the beginning.
I did.
I went from peace, peace, peace and love, peace and blessings, peace and love. This nigga got a snot box rocked. Oh, that was disrespectful. No, the bullet was disrespectful. The mother raising that bastard was disrespectful.
Oh.
The neighborhood not telling these kids not to kill each other was disrespectful. So now if I got to sit up there and get attention to this body to make these young brothers understand, I sat up there and said, stop the violence. Changed my lingo so much. Every drill rapper is gone. All of the top niggas that brought the Bronx back, they were so real. I told people, first of all, the music industry was shiesty. Because in order for you to make it in the industry, you had to brag about a body that dropped. So now, that was the blood sacrifice. You killed somebody, and somebody's talking about that body on the internet. So now the music industry is giving you all the views. Oh, you got 1 million views off of this. You got 1 million views off of that. Now the feds is watching all these little niggas. That fast, they disappeared. Where was the OGs? Because here's the thing, right? I got mad at Maino because Maino was sitting down with the mayor, right? But after Maino sat down with the mayor, and I'm not saying this, that like Maino was the cause, it was too late. Because after Maino and Fario Farman sat down with the mayor, all of the drill rappers went to jail. The movement is over. And the niggas that still left, they ain't even rapping that way no more. They
So
not
what
even.
what you got mad at him for? I don't understand.
No, I'm not saying. I got mad because I'm like, I've been telling these young brothers, y'all talented, y'all gifted, y'all talented, y'all gifted. Every drill movement in New York right now, it brought New York back. But these little niggas was so real. The older niggas taught these niggas to be gangster. These little niggas was killers. Oldest niggas be frontin' like, yeah, we ain't playing, we outside. These little niggas was dropping something. Nobody thought to sit up there and say, hey, we see what Hassan Campbell was doing. We gonna steal his logo. We gonna steal his slogans, but we not gonna stop these little niggas. So the feds stopped them. Now the whole drill movement in New York City is over. They could have been the next movement. They could have brought New York back, but they all in the feds. And not near one of these bastard godfathers of rap said, you know what? We see what this brother's doing. We gonna help say stop the violence too. Cause these little niggas got a career and they next up. Everybody watched the feds finish them.
We did.
But I was the only voice that said, nah, let's save these little niggas. So now my fallout, before I let you go, bring you back, me and Five Guard, our fallout was because when K Flock caught that body, I got so mad, I told him and K Flock, mama, y'all failed this little nigga. How he got $1 million and he in jail for murder? Y'all failed him. Because now he got paradise. We pray to make it to $1 million. This little nigga went to the penitentiary with a bag. I bet you the nigga sitting next to me, if I got anything to do with it, these niggas sitting next to me, let a nigga sit up there and say, yo, you signed. I guarantee you, and I don't even have to because he told you, my father raised me. And we raised each other. Hassan Campbell's the outsider. We gonna check each other before he come to check us. But when I have to check them, something is wrong. But at least we love each other enough to check each other, because before Hassan Campbell got to check them, Rico done checked them, he done checked them, he done checked them, he done checked. They done went through it. This is what they do to each other. We don't need you, nigga. Thank you for checking them, but we already did it. Who the fuck checked K Flock? Was it Five Guard? Five Guard is on his way to jail right now because he shot himself.
When?
Well, he got a case because he shot himself.
So what he had to do with K Flock? He's related? I don't understand.
That was his protege. Just like when you watch the video with Zay Munda. Them little niggas was getting busy.
Shout
now
out.
they all in jail.
Got it. I hear you. Now hold on.
This
man.
was the Bronx movement.
I hear you. Here's my issue with you real quick. I hear you. You right.
Free my nigga Zay Munna.
Let me ask you a question. Just go, give me, cause you know, stop extending the call. Like stop, bro. Like pace yourself.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Yeah, like stop. This is my problem with you as far as, and I'm gonna get to my song, as far as Capo real quick. You allowed an interview that I did with Jaja, and you know, you don't find out no information. You don't do the proper meteorologist work, which I know you're capable of, and due diligence. You jump out the window. You say stuff based on this person, all they say that, and it don't be true. You know, where do you get this information from? Where's the first, you used to use that, oh, Jaja was on your platform and she said it, but it wasn't true. Because I was there also. Bino was there also. You know, how you know that Jaja didn't fall out with Capo if that was her experience with him? You can't say that was about Stack Button. Like, so these are the problems that sometimes when I listen, I'm like, come on, Poppy, like, you could have called me and asked me. You could have said, Flip, put me on the phone with Bino since Bino was there every day. Put me on the phone with Handsome in Harlem or Black since they was Bird Gang and they was there. But you don't do that. You jump out the window, you say things, and you be completely wrong. A lot of times you be right, but sometimes you just jump out and be wrong. You know, maybe that was her experience with it. Maybe she got that, but Stack didn't experience that. And at the time, as an independent artist, if Capo getting $15,000 for a show or $20,000, it's got hotels and breaking up with all these niggas is independent. Like, do you know the strain that put? Like, sometimes I think you don't take things into consideration. You just say shit out of nowhere, and you don't take it into consideration. You don't. Now it's a different situation. Dice Peso got his own shit, regardless. But it's still different. The movement is different. Look good. But Capo always took care of his niggas. Even when I didn't know him, they got me out there, Bino out there. We was there.
All right, so you didn't ask me a clear question, but I know where to go from here.
Yeah. It was more than chastised. I was chastising you, nigga. I was coming at you.
So what it is right, what had me confused about Queenzflip, I had to learn you. Then I had to learn myself, right? Because I'm going to be honest with you. This internet nigga that I am here today, when I first started, when I was beefing with you, I'm not even the same nigga. I understand more now that this is internet. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. When you said that crazy shit,
yeah,
and you was talking about, I'm going to have Sonetta in the building.
Yep.
And you going to be the last one out of the building.
Facts.
I'm like, this nigga trying to set me up. I'm not thinking in Queenzflip frame of mind. I'm thinking in a street frame of mind, being a blogger. I had to realize that I became a blogger and you're a blogger, so I have to look at you as a blogger and not the street nigga.
Hold on, slow down. Ah! Stop. So let me stop, please.
I don't know if you can understand that.
No.
But I didn't understand it.
That's slick talk. That's slick talk to me because,
listen,
let me explain why I say that's slick talk.
Let me make it clear now.
Hold on. I'm still a man at the end of the day.
Right.
That blogger shit, my past is my past. I found a new way to make money by doing skits and doing blogs, right?
Right.
Same way with you. So you can't say you was thinking as a blogger. When I put that together, because I know how you was coming, I said, listen, no, hold on. Everybody's more afraid
I got you on this.
Everybody's more afraid of him where they seem like him when I talk about, you got to talk to Hassan. So I said, I'm going to keep Hassan inside so y'all niggas can go home. When y'all niggas go home and we make sure the block is clear, then he's going to leave. That's how the image that you portrayed and they portrayed about you has nothing to do with thinking like a blogger, thinking small-minded. If I would have let you out first and they're afraid of you, isn't it liable that you may attack them when they go outside? If they are projecting you as this big, bad, tough guy, has nothing to do with streets or not. I was thinking like, okay, let's bring everybody together, let's talk. For y'all's safety, because you guys look at him like that, I will keep him inside. I have security there. You guys get in your car, go home. That was the image that was painted to me.
Now.
So you was wrong jumping out the window talking about Flip set me up because of your PTSD. And we gonna get into your PTSD in a few minutes.
Flip. Yeah, that was my PTSD, but you gotta understand something, right? First thing where you fucked up at, right? Be like, you get on the internet and you tells everybody Hassan Campbell has the shit that he does where it looked like he doesn't have a gun, but he has his gun.
I said that.
You fucked up with that. You just told the police to search me back.
I didn't tell no police, but yeah, I hear what you're saying.
For what?
They were saying you was hold on. They were saying you was whack. They were saying you was weak. They were saying you was corny. I said no. When he came to my studio and I hugged him, he was well rounded, like we are in the studio. That's how I put it. I said that exact words. But you see, that's not how you look at it. You so fixated because of your PTSD. You want to look at everything negative. That's your image.
And you're right.
I didn't say it. I gave you. I gave you a hug. I said, yo, Poppy, what the hell? And you was built that time. And I'm like, and I laughed at you. So I was telling them that was 3 years prior. 3 years later, I said, if y'all think Poppy is coming to the studio, I said, I hugged him, and he's well. I used the word well-rounded. I was there, and I laughed at you. I said, what the fuck's going on? You said, Flip, and you was by yourself. So I was giving you credit, but you so fixated in being
paranoid.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later. But again, so I said that you didn't like that.
Right? What made me mad? Yo, Swelly. I heard this nigga, right? First of all,
pull the mic closer.
He didn't even ask me, right? He said, I'm gonna get Sinetta. We gonna do a meeting. You're gonna be the last one out of the building. My paranoia kicked in again. I'm like, first of all, when I catch this old nigga, I'm gonna ragtag him. This is what I'm thinking at the time. I'm going to ragtag him. But hold up, nigga, you trying to set me up and be the last one out of the building so everybody can set up on me?
That's not crazy.
Because you basically facts. Security's gonna make sure that I'm the last one out of the building. Like, take the what and leave the what. So I'm like, oh no. So and see, in my mind, there was so much bad history that was going on with the Sinetta. Even the birth of 10 Toes Down comes from Sinetta.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And it's like so much hate and breeding hate and hate. And it's like, so when you said that, I'm still in street mode. What helped me to understand Queenzflip a little bit better is when I watched the Jaja situation and seeing how, okay, you and Maino still carrying it. You and Jim Jones, they didn't take it as personal as I took it. So, okay, maybe I looked at it the wrong way because Jim Jones is a funny nigga that if you violate Jim Jones, he's not fucking with you. So you and Jim Jones is rocking with each other. Maybe I took it the wrong way.
Maybe there's a respect between me and him. Maybe he understands my angles.
For me, I had to learn. I wouldn't have understood at that time why you would be interviewing somebody that's destroying my career.
Got it.
The stuff that Jaja said made a lot of us hate Jim Jones.
Interesting.
And you interviewed her on your platform. So for me,
being the devil's advocate, I didn't agree to anything.
Flip. I didn't understand that.
You know what devil's advocate is,
I didn't understand that. That's like even now, right? Me and Swelly just had a conversation earlier today. And I found out a dude that I was around a couple of times was a nigga that he ain't rocking with. That nigga's X'd out of my life.
I hear you.
Cause I pick and choose sides when it comes to certain shit. And when it's that deep, I'll tell you brothers, like, I love both of y'all, I gotta stay out of that. But I pick and choose sides.
Let me say this.
So I didn't understand.
I didn't know the
things that Jaja said.
You all right? I didn't know. First of all, things that Jaja said. A lot. I was around for some of them, so a lot of them. I didn't know that she was doing it. First of all, when I looked online before interviewing her, I didn't see anything. She haven't done an interview in a long time. That's number one. I made sure I checked. Number two, my devil's advocacy, my way of responding to things I have mastered a way of interviewing somebody who's against my friend and becoming successful at it because I play the devil's advocate. I'm not agreeing with them. I'm going to argue with you down and go. That's a skill as a meteorologist that I mastered. So while you looking with your binoculars and looking deep down and looking at the overall perspective, Capo and them I know what Flip doing. Let me give you an example. Snow Billy wanted to interview, but Maino studio was next door to us. Snow Billy at that time was talking so crazy, it would have been a great interview. I said no. You know why? Because I'm not stopping my mans in them after all the stuff he said. I can't get involved. I'd rather respect. See, that's too far. All the stuff he was saying is too far. I'm not gonna do that because Maino know. First thing is, Flip, you know what time it is, Flip. I call him. Hey, yo, Snow Billy want to do an interview. What's up? All right, so what? You putting the code in? You know what time it is? I have to. That's my man. I rock with him. He held me down. Maino, anytime I needed him, he was there. So I have to comply of what I know of how we move. I don't know Snow Billy like that. So while I be a meteorologist, so my credibility as a meteorologist don't look faulty, I declined the interview. Of course it would have been a good interview, but he went too far to one of my mans. Jaja, I didn't see. The last time she did an interview at that time was 2011. I didn't see nothing. So I said, I'm gonna get her. Now, I didn't know all the stuff she was thinking. I still put it out. So when Capo talked to me, he understood, yo, Flip, they know how I'm going to talk. They know Flip is not going to sit there and agree with nothing. This is why, rest in peace, DJ K say he had a problem of coming up here. You have a way of reigniting issues. And that's why I had to change and say, okay, I have to be more better. K Slay, when he talked to me like that, and when I read the text message and stuff like that, and now that he's gone, when he said that, he said, look what you did with Sub-Zero and Fendi. Why would you bring that up? Look what you did with Maino and the guy. But the situation with Maino, he wanted me to interview him. I declined that too. The jail situation. Before he got locked up, he said, yo, me and Maino cool, we just want to come and talk about it. And then 2 weeks later, he got locked up for what happened in Brooklyn. But what I'm saying is that because of my devil advocate way of interviewing, it causes trouble, right? So I tried to look at things from a different perspective and be a little more easier now. So, like when of course I know Fendi, but Sub-Zero up here, I'm like, man, he didn't do that, man. He punched you in your face. I saw it. What we talking about? So now he's going back and forth. Now his expression is anger, but in my mind, I'm not thinking that I'm going to reignite it. It's old, but that's selfish. That's wanting to get the click. That's wanting to get the views. I'm not realizing, I am, but I'm not realizing that he has his peoples as well. And regardless of if I'm able to be in a position to ask a question and conduct my interview, it may still cause a domino effect. So when K Slay told me that and then him passing away, it sat with me. So to respond to you, my friend, and I just wanted to do a Malcolm X doc. I just wanted to talk about Malcolm X, and you made it so big. Because they talked about you like a big bad book. All I was trying to do was say, I'm going to protect you. He's not going to do that. King Erner's my man. He look out for me in Philly. Regardless how you feel, I know King Erner's going to respect me because we have a rapport. But Hassan Campbell, who started at a point on my platform before the big jump, let me hold him there. So y'all niggas, that's how I looked at it. I didn't look at it any other way. I didn't look at it like, oh, I didn't. Maybe that was a fool of me. But I was disappointed that you couldn't see that. I was disappointed also that you said, yo, Flip, you telling him. I was just showing them like he's not a pushover.
Flip, I never seen a nigga like you in my life.
Thank
you. Are exceptional. You the different nigga. And one thing I understand from other real niggas is that they learn to say, you know what? I accept this nigga for who he is because you different. So I had to learn to say, okay, it's different. When it comes to Jaja,
yeah.
what she said was so painful, was so hurtful. Now, all Jim Jones had to say was, which I heard somebody else say, which was Mace. This was the craziest shit. When Mace sat up there and said, yo, I looked like I had it because they had me in the limelight, but I was broke. That was educational right there for a lot of people because Mace looked like he was the top nigga. And that's what started him and Cameron speaking again like, yo, I thought you was shitting on me. Sometimes in life, a conversation will fix things.
True.
So now with Jim Jones, I don't know if that man ever ratted on anybody. I just know the wiretaps didn't sound right. And then with Jaja coming out with that interview, it was like, it was a dagger. But let me say this to Jim Jones. I like what you're doing with the new generation. And I'm a fan of your music. Keep doing you. Be the father. If I could ask Jim Jones for something, one thing, give us more of that good father you are with your son. I love that relationship. Because then it shows the younger generations, yeah, we tough, but we daddy also. These little niggas want a daddy. Jim Jones, let me say this to you. I'm one of your number one fans of your music. I disagree with certain things, but I respect some of the things that you are doing now. So let me give you your flowers. When you mess up as Capo, I'm going to be on the internet to tell all of our older brothers when the kids is watching that we are messing up. This is my job because the babies are watching all of us. I'm not exempt from that.
Got it.
You see what I'm saying? I want to see more of Capo with his son because I think Capo, most men don't know what it's like to be with a woman as long as he been with Chrissy.
Facts.
I want Capo to tell people, yo, this is what me and my wife go through, but we here because it's okay to love your woman. But I don't want people to just look at Capo and Maino, Jim Jones and Maino, and say, yo, these niggas is just gangbangers and they drug dealers and they gangsters. No, these are grown men that pay people miss out on how when Jim Jones said he cried one day, he said, and I felt it. He said, my wife ain't never felt what I was going through, but I had to pay these bills. Mm-hmm. This is what the people need to feel, the balance.
And imagine how the reason why I react that way with Capo or Maino, when they look out for me, a guy from Queens, basically cool from somebody that's cool with Stack, or he was cool with Chinks. I remember I met Maino when Chinks passed away at the I knew him before, but I met him.
Hold up, let me get one second. You know what the nigga Maino said to me? Maino was one of the first, one of the top 3 predicate cutters on Rikers Island. The nigga Maino said, I don't talk about that jail shit because my life was beautiful. Like, I'm making history. Nigga Maino said to me, he was like, yo, and I ain't gonna even lie, I was like, this my nigga. I wanted to give Maino the nuggie. The nigga Maino said, yo, he said, I was in the jail looking at Lil' Kim on a poster. And I came home and smashed some of the baddest R&B actors, rappers.
That's a fact. Easy though.
Yo, shout out to Maino here. Shout out to Maino. Yo, Maino, listen, man. Maino made his dreams happen.
He did. But listen. Before we get on the Mysonne and OG to ask a question, I just want to say the angle I come from is that seeing these guys hold me down and they didn't have to. Even before, when I was just flipped, when I was running around acting crazy as a guy who they thought was from Far Rockaway, when I was carrying and acting a fool and just trying to stand out and prove something. I'm a loud one. So, when I was on the Pump It Up video shoot, waving hammers around just because I want to.
And you had a good mother.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. You said my mother worked for the DA and she don't. We're going to talk about that too. You keep spreading nonsense.
That's
Your mother worked for the DA. That's nonsense.
That's
We're going to talk about my mother worked for the mayor's office, not the DA. Okay, it's two different things. But we're going to talk about my mother is a part of paying companies in the city in Manhattan. Not the DA. Oh, his mother worked for the DA. And my mother watched you.
Shout out to Mama Flip, man.
She said, my mother, my mother came to me. She said, yo, you know who hurt me? Who? Besides Shampoo, Hassan Campbell. Because he paid me so much respect. And then he said that. I said, I know, man.
You know what? I had a conversation about Mama Flip before I came here. Right before I pulled up on the block, and it wasn't even expected. I was talking to a female, and she was saying to me, yo, the party, October 29th, Saturday, they were saying that, she was saying that.
Pull the mic closer.
She said, Mama Flip had me come to an event where somebody got murdered, and we was outside and we was doing something for the dead or something like that. I forget the name of it. And this is somebody that's family. I was like, for real? She said, yeah, I'm part of the organization. Shout out to Mama Flip.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So
she my mama now, nigga. I want some chicken and oxtails and all that.
Yeah. Make sure you make it right. You did.
But she gonna make it. And you can. And you ain't eating my plate, nigga, because you had surgery.
What I'm saying is this, though, as a guy, that's why we react like that. I know these guys personally. I never saw a fault. So of course, we have the ups and downs. And I do agree with what you said, what May said. A lot of people don't know that Capo at the time had a lot on the shoulders and stuff like that. I mean, you had Mel Murder, you had Max, you had all these people around coming out your budget, flying them out to Miami, flying them around. We was there, Baz. Like, we seen it. But people say things and they think that you have it so much bigger than when you actually don't. And I'm not saying, like, he worked so hard to get where he's at. That's why I think it's unfair what people say about him. That's why I think it's unfair how they put that on him. That's why I rock with Dice. Dice said no matter what, I understand. I've been around Capo and I rock with people that try to understand. And that's why I used to get mad at you. I'm like, Poppy, nah, that's not true.
So you know what?
You on the phone with
Capo,
Jim.
teach us. Like, one thing, like, I respect, because you giving me a new light where I have to respect it. But you also have to give us education. Capo, we need to know.
True.
Like, sometimes, the way Mace did, Capo got to sit up there and say sometimes the money is not there. Because then your friends will be sitting up there saying, yo, I know me, for example, right? I know that I never touched the money that I touched legally in my life. And then YouTube stopped taking taxes. So when I finally realized what I owed, well, I'll tell you like this, right? When I spoke, I went to a couple of tax dudes. The dude that I spoke to last year, he said if you don't figure your shit out, because you want to be the street nigga, he said if you don't figure your shit out, you're gonna owe $200,000 just for last year alone. Nigga,
Are you a millionaire yet?
Nigga, I never met. No, I'm not.
I am.
No, I'm not. And you know why?
Thank you.
You know why I'm not a millionaire
No,
yet?
I'm not a millionaire either.
You know why? You know why? You know why? You know why I'm not a millionaire yet? Because I'm the, how they say, no child left behind. I take care of everybody.
Salute, I see it.
So now
Solid.
the tax dude sitting up there saying, yo, this is what they're gonna ask you for when you file all these taxes, because you ain't filed taxes in all these years. And I said, take the what and leave the what? So
We gotta pay quarterly now. Now we gotta pay
So
quarterly.
nobody taught me this. I'm the dumb nigga that didn't pay child support. I'm the dumb nigga that said, I'm not paying child support. I hate you chicks. You're evil. I take care of my kid. So then when I finally said, listen, for the first time, right? When I said I'm gonna take care of child support, right? Because now I got the money. I opened up a bank account because none of my checks was coming to me. I opened up a bank account. They took $48,000. That was during COVID. They still didn't put that money. Every bank account that I got, I had to open up businesses. Every bank account that I got, they froze. They won't pay my child support. So they keeping my credit at a messed up level. So I had to create my corporations and businesses to get around. For some reason, Uncle Sam don't want to pay my child support. My child support, take the $48,000, the rest of the balance, I got that in my pocket. Like Queenzflip, I need you to make these niggas understand, son, or you don't have to.
Don't say that part.
You know what I make. I know what you make. Why these niggas be acting like I ain't got $10,000?
I don't know. Why you tell me? Because you making ponds in your house. You putting fishes in your yard. Huh? You're putting little sharks in your yard, nigga. That's why you acting like that, huh? Huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
my yard. But you know what?
Your yard fire?
Listen, let me tell you something. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses me, and you see these niggas right here sitting next to me,
see 'em.
and my nigga Jew, and the rest of my niggas, in 90 days, if I have the bread, that's if I have it, we getting on a plane even if it's for 2 days.
Where you going?
Somewhere, because my whole thing is, right, I love going to hang out on the block with my brothers sometimes, but I feel like I want to show the world there's more than a hood.
Right.
And that's what I want the younger generation to realize. And if I get money to blow, sometimes I'll be going on vacation with my wife. Boring. Everything's gonna be in the hotel room. Boring.
Yo, don't post that, Flip.
Chill out.
Nah, wife.
I'm posting it.
Listen.
Nah,
Not for real.
Yo, he not gonna be able to go.
Listen, you know why?
Listen, do that.
Listen, no. Sometimes, listen.
But it's the
sometimes-
truth, though.
Listen.
Nah, it's really the
Listen.
truth. But don't
Because
post
you
that,
know what?
Flip. Don't
Listen,
even post
listen.
that. It's the truth part.
Sometimes Swelly and Rico, my brother Juju, my brother T-Mac, all my brother, we gotta let our wives go hang out and let the men be men.
That's true. All right.
Cause you be on, like I'm in
I
Hawaii,
just say
right?
that today.
I'm in Hawaii and I'm sitting up there. There's a party, and I'm like, this is not the type of party I want to go to with my wife. We going to this party. I want to listen.
Out of the way.
When I die,
God.
I even want to go. Let G Money and and Queenzflip. Yo, we going somewhere for a week. Like I want to listen, man. We
what's
sitting up
up?
here with each other. I want to
up?
go somewhere.
Let's talk about
G
it.
Money, I want to go somewhere with the brothers.
I'm trying to go. You know what I'm saying?
I want us to be listen.
Trying to
I want to be able to
That's
sit up there
right.
and say, "Yo, we had good times. Life beat us all up. Can we smile together?
That's real rap.
Respect that.
I'm with
That's
that.
my
That's
dream.
right.
Life
That's
beat
right.
us up. Can we dream together? Can we smile together? If I could sit up there and say, "Yo, these tickets is cheap right now." When we get out there, we got a villa. We going to the supermarket. The flight is paid for. Once we out there, it's on and it's up. We go out there. We ain't want no trouble with nobody. Our intentions is to go somewhere and enjoy life. We don't want nobody to pop up to test our gangster.
Leave us
We don't
alone,
want that. Just leave
please.
us alone.
We don't want no issues.
We wanna
no
have-
problem. Matter of fact, we soft.
Got it.
We not trying to go to jail. We don't want no issues. We don't want no problems. Everybody got it. leave us alone, bro.
I agree.
We just want to take care of our families, take care of our brothers, take care of our moms. Leave us alone.
Yo, let me ask you people out there looking at me on the camera.
Leave us alone,
Listen,
bro.
listen. I'm going to give you niggas an assignment, right? Stop having sex on Pebble Beach.
What?
Go have sex on a beach.
What?
They got new beaches. They got Miami. They got Bermuda. They got Hawaii. They got the Bahamas. Take your woman. If you don't take nobody nowhere else, go somewhere where there's a nice beach view and slay your chick. Kick her on the bed. Tell her this is Sparta. Make her come back and call all her girlfriends.
Don't kick nobody on the bed, please. The words of Hassan Campbell is Hassan Campbell. Do not kick a woman on the bed. Chill, G. Don't say that.
This is Sparta.
Don't do that. No. Listen, so real quick. Let's talk about Mysonne real quick. Why you and Mysonne? What's going on there?
Mysonne has the potential to be one of the most beautiful brothers that we have. Mysonne is in the front row, in the front line of George Soros, our enemy. Mysonne's biggest mistake that he made and Tamika Mallory's biggest mistake that they made, number one, that's why I said I'll debate him. When Tamika Mallory expressed her anger and said, let AutoZone burn, let Target burn, Antifa came into the Fordham area of the Bronx and other areas and paid our younger children to burn stores down. The police sat back and watched these stores be burnt down. I watched a police officer get beat with a cash register with 6 police officers with guns and didn't do nothing. I watched a jewelry store with a chainsaw cut into it with the police watching. I watched banks being robbed in front of the police, so I knew there was an agenda. So, okay, cool. When Mysonne and Tamika Mallory realized that Antifa infiltrated their movement, why they didn't tell black and Latino children to fall back? Because now this was a government psyops where that people, the original, let me break this down to y'all people, right? Black Lives Matter is the people, the victims, us. We are Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, the movement, is Patrice, the woman who was gay, who took over $2 million and dedicated it to sex and transvestites and transgenders that don't have nothing to do with our community. It's a proven fact. So now, Mysonne, right? I understand that every movement has to be funded. But we're not going to play any games when you sit up there and say that you're not being funded by Jim. First you said, yeah, you didn't take money. Then you said, yeah, George Soros did sponsor us a few times. I'm a 6-figure nigga. I got 6 figures. I can't afford to go stay in nobody's city or town for 3 and 4 months straight protesting. Who paid for those hotels? Who paid for the rooms? Vlad sat up there and said, Mysonne couldn't even fix his car. Now you living in a penthouse and got houses and driving $100,000 cars with no job. Obviously, there's a budget behind you. All right, cool. Scratch that. Let's put that to the side. When all this drill activity was going on and all these drill rappers was dying, I was begging everybody that had a platform to use their voice to bring awareness. That's when I started the Snotbox Rock, got his TV turned off. The brother in Jersey, he got murdered. And shout out to Doggy Diamonds, but Doggy Diamonds got mad at me. I forget his name. He got murdered, and when they was shooting him, he was rolling around on the floor. I was like, yeah, he was rolling around like he was in a hula hoop. His brother hit me up. He said, I understand what you was doing. I don't have no beef with that. Thank you, because I understand your message. But Doggy was like, that was my man. So me and Doggy had to get over that. I ain't like that. But my whole thing is, what the hell is all the rest of you niggas doing?
Triple beans.
I'm trying triple beans.
That's one of the blazers. He from Jersey. Rest in peace, Triple Beans.
And his brother reached out to me and he said, "Yo," he said, "I understand what you was trying to do, but I wanted to bring awareness. I didn't want to see that brother. It hurted me to see that brother die like that. So then when I reach out to Mysonne and I say, yo, can we start bringing awareness to all these deaths? you start to realize that everybody that died that they chased after was an ambulance. And behind that ambulance, it traces back to Al Sharpton, the FBI agent. And one of the first cases that he came out with was Amadou Diallo, the brother that got shot 43 times in the Sound Hour area in the Bronx by the police. And then Abdul Lawima. So this is what started this offset, this branch, where they started getting money for people that got violated from the police. And now they passed this down. Tamika Mallory is actually an offspring of Al Sharpton. So now that makes, which Tamika Mallory's Mysonne's big homie. Cool. Why is it the problem? So now all this scandal that came out, and we realized that $80 million was the budget that came from Black Lives Matter. There's police killings that's going on right now. But because Black Lives Matter has been exposed, and until freedom, Mysonne and Tamika Mallory has been questioned, they're not complaining about police shootings no more. So now my whole thing is, okay, cool. They're preserving y'all for the next stages, which is too deep for y'all, which is World War III. When the power goes out and there's no trucks coming into the community, in order to control the people, there's leaders that's been put in place right now. These are some of these gang dudes that's coming home from jail. These niggas are informants that's been put in a position of power to say, chill, this is what you're going to do. This shit that happened with George Floyd and COVID-19, all of this stuff was a psyops. It was a test to see what we going to do when the real time of war happened. The first thing you did was burn the stores in your community. Nigga, how you going to eat? Every police station, there's a police station to cut off every major highway going in New York and out of New York. Every time there's a tsunami or earthquake, they say it's a natural disaster or a national whatever you call it, and they shut down the communities. Nobody goes in, nobody goes out. By the time they goes in, if you didn't make it on your own, you died. So where's the tools and where's the education for us to survive what's to come next? Because we already know there's buses driving around Jersey and certain places in New York that says, are you prepared for nuclear bombs to drop? This is on buses. Everybody else got doomsday shelters. All we got is the projects. If something happens, when Sandy hit New York, there was power out for 3 weeks, in some places 3 months, like Coney Island. Are we prepared to weather the storm? If they close us in because we are declared a disaster area, and they close us in, how are we going to eat? Every supermarket is going to run out of food within 3 days. How do you survive that when now there's no food and we looking at each other? This is where they put these political leaders now in power. We're going to deliver the food to you. You're going to abide by us and you're going to respect us because now we have the choices and the options to sit up there and say, okay, here's the truck. We got the trucks. Oh, you're my hero. I created your hero. If I create your hero, I control you. If I can't create the hero, I'm going to kill you, like the way they did Darren Sills, the original Black Lives Matter. How did he die? They shot him up and set him on fire in a car. He was out there protesting and going against the police for killing. Mm-hmm. And after they got rid of him, well, look what you have.
I have a question. So you said Mysonne was driving, having penthouses and driving $100,000 car. You was referring to him, correct?
Why you think Lord Akim flipped on him? Yes.
Wait, do we have proof of this? I didn't see it.
Ask him.
Oh, you want me to call him?
Ask him what he's driving. Ask him what kind of cars he driving.
How do you know this?
Ask him. I know it.
Answer the question. Just answer.
I know it.
Based off.
Because he was having a conversation with one of our mutual brothers, and he's not living in the same place no more, and he moved on up for real.
Okay.
And when he's driving, and you done seen him by now, you ain't seen Mysonne when he's driving?
No, I haven't.
All right, but everybody else seen what he's driving.
Really? What is he driving?
But he got a $100,000 car. He got a Benz, and he got an upgrade than mine, and he ain't got no income.
How you know that?
All right, whatever. Let's stop. We gonna stop playing games.
Listen,
well, I tell you what.
The point I'm asking. Listen.
Listen.
I do understand what you were saying as
Listen.
far as the budget stuff. So, are you trying to say because a lot of these organizations
What I'm saying
are
is
accused of?
What I'm saying. Listen. What I'm saying is right. Make your money, right?
So what is he getting paid for
Listen.
being on the front line?
Make your money.
Correct?
Here's my thing, right? If I love the people and I love the kids, my battle was child molestation. I'm all over the place now.
You are?
I'm all over the place. Everything that happens in the black community, I'm trying my best to be on top of. The shit aged me in dog years. The stress put the weight on me.
No, that's liquor and
That's
food.
all of that. Because when you take on the stress kills.
It's a fact.
The guy was handsome. They got me looking fat and sloppy. Right, so at the end of the day, when you sit back and you analyze it, it's like, yo, we killing, we ignoring the challenges that's going on in the community, and we picking and choosing. Y'all niggas decided to put Breonna Taylor and George Floyd up in our faces for 2 or 3 years when there was children dying every day that needed attention. When you sit up there, like for me, I think Tamika Mallory has the potential to be a strong black woman. I think Candace Owens is a strong black woman. I think Kanye West is a strong black man. But I see the setup. It's Tamika Mallory going against Candace Owens and Mysonne going against Kanye right now. Kanye West and Tamika Mallory was so powerful. It was their platform that made Biden bitch-ass president. And he was the worst thing that ever happened to office. And now, since he's been in office, none of their voices have spoken, but we are on the verge of World War III. Explain that.
So you agree with that Trump should remain president, correct?
What I'm saying is, I think that Tupac said before he died, I'm gonna be the dude that create the third party. Why we gotta go between Trump and Biden? Why we can't create the third party? We have black billionaires.
Was Trump a better president than Biden? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
By far.
Okay.
Trump had dudes living la vida loca. Niggas was living. Trump had black men feeling like, I ain't a nigga, I'm bougie. Trump had black men feeling like they was bougie. And then Biden sick the FBI on everybody like, give me that money, give me that. Kamala Harris, everybody voted for Biden to see what that black woman that tells you that she's not black was going to do. And she ain't said a word. Let me tell you something right now, right? If Ray and Mike want to kill each other, all right, y'all ain't killing nobody else, go kill each other. But when Ray and Mike got rocket launchers and they shoot them rocket launchers, it's going to knock out the whole first, second, and third floor of the project buildings, and you're going to kill over 25 different families. Now we got a president that's aiding and abetting in World War III. And then when you read the scriptures, whether it be the Bible or the Quran, and you know that it's written, and you see that whether you believe in these books or not, they're telling you that doomsday is coming, and it's going to start by man. Out of chaos comes order. So in order to bring in a new world order, they have to reduce the world's population down to 10%. COVID didn't do it. So now we're gonna use nuclear weapons.
Okay. But you're saying some real shit, and hold on, give me a second. I have one question. I want to say that, you obviously, and I'm ignorant to this, and I'm gonna say it publicly. I haven't did the research that you've done. I don't, I know the names, I'm aware, but you make me want to go and do more research. So, on the front line, to me, I think my son is doing an amazing job. Me, watch him, I think that, sometimes it motivates me. Like, yeah, talk about it. Sometimes he say a little bit things, but I respect him. But what I want to ask you, I have a lot of...
Mysonne, let me ask you one question. Hold on. Mysonne,
let me get my question out.
I'm going to shut up.
How can he do better? How can he do better in your opinion?
Mysonne, if you want to make me proud of you, and all of you political leaders, I only ask y'all one thing. If you know the world, right?
How can he do better?
Listen. One thing, I'm asking for one thing. I don't even want you to talk about black on black crime no more. Anybody that's in power, listen to what I'm saying because this is important. Anybody that's in a position to have a platform, say no to World War III.
Okay.
Because when World War III happens, this is bankers beefing with each other. to reduce populations. We don't have nothing to do with that. But they got maps of where Russia's going to attack. They got maps where China's going to attack. They got maps that's basically saying that all the niggas that I'm sitting here with right now, do you understand when a nuclear bomb is done? I don't give a damn how tough you think you are. That radiation is going to fry you like a microwave.
Agreed.
And if you do live, after that, life is not going to be worth living.
Agreed. But what they have to do with them? You just want them, as I said, what can they
I
do
want
better?
them to use their voice and their platforms. If you put a serial killer in office, take him out. Or at least try to. Don't get silent. Don't tell Lil Wayne you drinking your lean and you got your lean in your cup. Don't sit up there and challenge Ice Cube when Ice Cube was saying that's not the route to take. He challenged every celebrity that was bigger than him and they shut him down. Now they got what they wanted and you let the devil in office. What now? World War III.
So you think they should use the platform to condemn Biden and talk about how bad he did in
Condemn
office?
war. Because the reality of it is, when they start recruiting and say, hey, we're going to put y'all on the front line, it's always the blacks and the Latinos.
You know you have your own platform that you can do it, though. But
I've been doing it.
Okay.
But and it's affecting me. And they playing with my platform because I'm doing it.
Of course.
While Real Topics, Hassan is not even monetized no more. So that's why I created 4 other platforms to maneuver, because remember, before, they used to take the strikes away. Now they're not taking the strikes away. And now,
I saw that, yeah.
They changed it. If you got different platforms, if you lose one platform, they're taking all of them.
I saw that.
They're taking all of them.
They're not taking the strikes
Kanye
away.
West is a lesson to be well learned. He's an example being made up to tell you, nigga, stay in your place. Stay in your place. Don't never bite the hand that feeds you. I will put you down. And he gonna learn that the hard way. Just yesterday, the nigga was worth $11 billion. Now he's $400 million. After taxes, what do he have left? After lawsuits from George Floyd, after a daughter, after lawsuits from other companies, what do he have left? They had his baby mama. He told you. I look at everybody in the music industry different after Kanye now. Kanye West just told you he broke free of his handler. He had somebody controlling his life. Because once you make a certain amount of money, you don't control your life. Now he's saying and telling you the handlers that is controlling his wife was made in a lab. Now that could have been sarcasm. He said, where did they come from? But nevertheless, everything that his wife is instructed to do comes from a handler that comes from the elite when you make a certain amount of money. So now we understand that these celebrities are being controlled. Who can we trust? Only the poor. But now some of the poor is getting paid to be poor and sitting amongst us. Who can we trust? When you know better, you do better. That's why I say live your life as if you want to run and stay dangerous at the same time, because the reality of it is the black man of America, when my nigga Killer Kev say, who fooled you fooled? Nigga, you fooled. You know why? Because the black man of America was made to believe, they made you believe that you were from Africa. No, you're not. You are the last of the villagers of America. This is your tribe. They gave you smallpox, my nigga. They gave you smallpox. They sat up there and gave you the Tuskegee experiment. They wiped out the memory of you and your grandparents and told you you came on a slave ship. Show me a picture of a slave ship. They had cameras during them times. They can't. This was your land. And at World War III, after World War III, this will be the last stand. When a new world order comes in, this is your last chance to say that this is my village and I'm claiming this and I want to go to court to get the land that you took back from my people. They know who you are. The birth certificate was created to keep track of their slaves after they enslaved you. You never had a last name. They gave you their last name. You was the son of. The son of. Now, you the Campbell plantation, the Johnson plantation. Every name that you got, there's a plantation behind that. After World War III, you'll never get a chance to claim who you are and who your land is anymore. But at the same time, in the Constitution, you're still 3/5 of a man. And while you're 3/5 of a man, they're also bringing the Chinese over here to say, hey, we're passing laws to say that if you do anything to us, it's a hate crime. the Jewish community. You do anything to us, it's a hate crime. If anything happened to us, blacks and the Latino, get over it. Where's our hate crimes? Where's the laws to protect us? And if you're gonna be a leader on the front line and you got Jay-Z budgeting you and all the rest of these other people budgeting you, why y'all not using y'all voice to say, hey, the first thing we're gonna change, we'll never be 3/5 of a man again? Why has no black billionaire ever challenged that? And why have no political leader ever said, we're gonna not, I don't know how to go to court and fight these things, but I know how to be the voice to spark the brain to say, I am not your nigga and I am not your slave. Flipping stupid.
So, after Charleston White left my interview, you teamed up with him to describe and talk about me as well. I remember that he accused us of not showing him, hospitality after we put him in a great hotel, because I didn't take him around the city and gave him weed.
I'm sorry. You know what? I realized that.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. I don't even have to hear what you got to say.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because that nigga Charleston White, listen, I believed in Charleston White.
Oh, you did?
I believed in
enough
him.
to attack somebody like me.
Listen,
huh?
Let me tell you something.
Who helped you too?
And I'm blaming, listen.
Who you blaming? Blame you, Poppy.
I'm blaming Lily.
Who?
Lily.
From SWV?
Yeah, SWV. I'm blaming Lily. You know why?
Wait,
I'm
what?
Listen. Lily, I'm talking to the camera. She made me believe in Charleston White. And I'm going to say this, right? I still want to believe in Charleston White, but I have to draw a line now. I have to draw a line now, because my whole thing is, when Charleston White came out, I told everybody Charleston White was beefing my brother Hocus. And I didn't know he said some of the things he said about Hocus kids. But here's the thing, right? I believe that Charleston White was using his platform because he was bringing notoriety to the young boys he was getting out of the prison system. At one point in time, Charleston White was getting youthful offenders. He was getting them home from jail. I don't know where Charleston White is going anymore. I just want to believe that he could change and go back to getting young brothers out of jail.
What about what he said about T.I.'s son?
Everything that he said, listen, T.I.'s son. T.I.'s son, if that was my son, I would whoop his ass.
Okay.
I was taught to respect my elders,
yes.
Number one. Number two, it took me a certain amount of years to even hold a cup of liquor in front of my mother's face.
Same.
I was damn near 30 years old.
Same.
And she was like, what are you doing? I'm like, Ma, I'm grown now. We had a wedding. And I laughed because I had to get the courage.
I know, but I don't do a lot of stuff.
I had to get the courage to hold a cup in front of my mother's face. So T.I. has to understand something out of love, right? Correct your son, because he has no business being in grown folks' business, number one. Number two, our children is watching your child go to jail and get high on the internet. Correct him. Don't tell adults. I grew up in an era when adults were supposed to G-check the children. Do I agree with the way Charleston White did it? No.
Charleston White was wrong, yes?
Yeah.
Charleston White was wrong, yes.
You don't talk about nobody kids under any circumstances.
Charleston White was wrong. No. I disagree. When you a little nigga, you don't talk about the kids. That little nigga's 18 going to jail. Talk about how he going to handle grown men. You done stepped out of the era of being a child now. Now you made yourself an adult. But what I don't like is, and I say this to T.I., I wish there was a better way that I could have communicated with T.I. To say, you know what, can we talk to nephew? Instead of jumping out the window and just riding off of emotions. Yo, T.I., can I call you sometimes and say, yo, I don't like the image of nephew because my kids like your son?
So you were wrong.
Can we fix that?
You were wrong as well in this?
What I will say is there was a better way of me doing it. I don't feel like I was wrong. I feel like T.I. is wrong. When T.I. sits up there and he tells his son that these niggas is peons. You the shit. No, none of us is greater than the other one. And even still, you got to understand something.
He said that?
We love T.I. Our kids love your kids. We have to lead by an example. if I get on when I get on TV and I put my kids on TV, if T.I. decide to call me and say, "Yo, Haj, your kid acting up," I'm gonna pull him in the room.
But that's the right way to do it. You see what you just said?
The right way
is
to
to go at the parent.
So
that's where we come from.
So Charleston White, let me say this about Charleston White, without disrespecting Charleston White, but at the same time, I gotta be real. Charleston White is going too far. With some of the things and some of the disrespect that he's doing, it's like for me, I have to step back and say, I can't no longer justify what he's doing because I thought he had a method to his madness where he was just gonna save a child. Now it's Charleston White is disrespecting so many dead rappers and the mothers of these dead rappers to the point to where that if somebody decides to say, hey, enough is enough, and they get a lawsuit, that lawsuit may affect every black YouTuber. Where YouTube said this lawsuit was so big, I'm getting rid of all of y'all because I can't control y'all. It's too many of y'all. Because most of our content is starting to get reckless. And you judge an apple or a person from their actions, not what they tell you, but from what you see them doing. And it's getting to the point to where that with Charleston White, his ignorance is overshadowing his message. I believe in Charleston White. I want Charleston White to get back on his path. But no, now it's to the point where people are questioning me and saying, yo, Hassan Campbell, you came out at a child victim and he's saying he raping white women. And my response to them is he only said that because black people don't have the balls to talk out against white people the way Kanye is doing. But that excuse is getting burnt out because rape is disgusting.
And hold on, give me a second. So where we come from, like you said, like you deal with the parent. So I do feel like T.I.'s son, while he's in the public, he can be scrutinized and as far as like what's right or wrong. But I feel like the disrespect directed to his son when he has a father is what's wrong. I feel like a lot of us, when we have a lot of skeletons in our closet, try to tell other people how to do things and how to be parents when we got to look within ourselves. That's my opinion on that. Of course, I feel like, Charleston White did go far, disrespecting that man's son and children. I feel like, of course, you said what you said now, but at the time, it was like, Hassan Campbell, what you doing? Huh? You were speaking about...
Matter of fact...
let me talk, nigga.
Yo, hold on, bro. Real quick, not to even cut you off.
Hold on, give me a second. 5 mics. Listen, let me say this, right? From me jumping out the window for Charleston White, it led to D Chambers and 5 mics beefing with each other. I had people that was talking to me that wasn't D Chambers, but they're beefing with each other. And let me say this to 5 mics. Congratulations on your success. I wish you more success. Please, whatever my mistakes was, you and D Chambers have history. Get y'all shit together.
Both good brothers. What
Both
are they
good
beefing
brothers.
about? What are they beefing? What are you talking about? This is new.
Because 5 Mike said that Charleston White, nobody should stand next to him because he's a rapist. He bragged about raping white women. In return, I said T.I. has over 12 different people accusing him of rape. But nobody has actually accused Charleston White of rape. That was my argument. But my whole thing is T.I. haven't been convicted of anything. I don't like the allegations, but a man is innocent until proven guilty. What I will say is 5 mics. I don't like the fact that you and that brother is beefing with each other over something that we as men should have dealt with better. I make mistakes. I cannot make excuses for Charleston White mistakes, but I hope at some point in time Charleston White get out of character, or maybe this is who he really is. I don't know.
I met him. Nice guy. He was here. I'll let you talk. He was here. He was nice. I was surprised when he left how he was. The yelling and stuff, we wasn't worried about that, but he was nice. He was a nice Bassy. He was nice when you met him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't give us any problem when you booked him in the hotel. He was nice to me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the loud talker, we're not afraid of a guy, he's an older guy. That doesn't mean anything. We are comfortable in our skin. We're here to entertain. It's when you leave and you say things, and maybe we should have, I guess, found a weed man for him. But that's not really my thing. I don't smoke, and I'm not a hooligan. Not saying anybody that
Nah,
did what
facts.
I'm not outside doing that. That's not at the time. Before weed was illegal, I don't associate. I was working on a deal with Spotify that was offering us $10 million. Sorry. So I had no time to play around and be, yeah.
That's what the beef was over?
No, it wasn't. He said that we mistreated him. He said that we got him out here and we left him in Chinatown, which we put them in a nice hotel, a top floor in China. It was Bowery Street. He took a video and said, "Oh man, I'm living large." A picture of the Manhattan Bridge. A picture, a nice view. Just to go back and say, I guess somebody called him and was talking about it. I think, to be honest, I was mad at you. I think it was something with Infomons. This is why I really don't really speak about them. I think it was something, I don't want to make mistakes, but it was something with Infomons in my mind because he started to speak about, because he didn't know my videos, but he started to speak about me setting myself on fire, me doing this and doing that. I'm like, hold on, who would put him on to that? That's old videos I did years ago, me fighting in it. So that's what happened. Somebody had to put him on. I don't think he went online. I did the research, in my opinion, because me setting myself on fire was years ago as a skit. And the fire got out of control. But when
Nigga, you've been famous for years.
Of course. But what I'm saying is that when he came up here, he just saw the numbers. I knew why he came up here. He didn't look at my video. He saw my large following and came up. And that's the conversation. Now, whoever got in his ear, however he feel, he started talking about how we wasn't accommodating. Wish we didn't get him marijuana. Wish we didn't take him around New York City. I'm not a chauffeur. Howard Stern does not take anybody around New York City.
That's not his job.
Nobody saying that to the white man. Howard Stern or nobody at Shade 45 don't take anybody around New York City. So that was an insult to me and my brand because we paid a lot of money to put him in a nice hotel so he can enjoy himself to show that we appreciate him whether we believe in his view or not. And he did
my
that.
hotel at?
And you joined you joined the bandwagon.
Yeah,
I
and-
watched you do it.
I was mad at you.
And I ain't gonna lie, yo, Flip, like, I don't even want to cut you off in this and third. Hocus is my brother, right? We come from a certain cloth. Poppy is my brother. You disrespect Poppy kids, we have a problem.
I agree.
You disrespect Hocus kids, we have a problem.
I agree.
It's nothing to talk about.
I agree. I'm with you.
At the end of the day, you could be a right, you can be an okay guy, this and third. But once all right. So for me, it's certain things I'm just not doing. I'm not talking about nobody moms.
Not me.
I'm not talking about nobody kids. I'm not talking about nobody father. It's certain things I'm not doing under any circumstances. It don't matter how I'm feeling, right? I might feel like this right here, and I might pick up the phone and call Rico and Poppy and Fern and Blaze and Mike B. Yo, this is how I'm feeling. But when I call Poppy and I get off that phone, I'm gonna trust Poppy enough that when I spoke to him how I felt, that conversation goes nowhere else.
Right.
But I'm not speaking about nobody kids.
I agree.
I'm not speaking about nobody. You got to be the lowest type of person to speak about somebody kids, to speak about somebody moms. So when I see things like that, I can't get with you. It don't matter what your message is. Your message could be, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get people out of. You're talking about somebody kids that's 4 years old, that's 5 years old, that's 9, that don't know nothing about this cold world out here.
Now, let me say this.
Hold on.
Based off what he's saying.
Okay, Gag, I want to say something.
In my earlier days, coming up on YouTube,
You did do this.
when niggas sitting up there saying, that's why you got raped.
You said a crazy line. Go ahead.
And me being a teary-eyed nigga didn't know how to deal with that, I would say anything. Now, recently,
And that's being honest though.
just yesterday or the day before yesterday, I was arguing with some niggas on somebody else's channel, the ghetto section, the dirty section of YouTube, right? Yeah, I created the dirty section. I inspired dirty niggas that want to be on YouTube, so I call it the dirty section. So now here we go. A dude that used to be one of my mods, and I didn't even remember him. He called himself blah blah, blah blah blah. So now he's on these niggas' platform because he ain't on my balls no more. And he talking, yeah. So I said to the nigga, I said, your mama, you see that bitch just died? Fuck your mother. Because first of all you niggas is threatening me. And I'm sick and tired now. So when I say to you on the internet, and everybody knows my address, it's all on the internet. When I say to you, fuck your mother, that means I'm tired and I want to play. And when I come out to play, I'm going to come out to play. So when I said that, I'm coming outside. Now all these niggas, why you telling me to come to your house? Because this shit is for TV. My kids, I'm in a small house with a nice pond. Nice yard. If you come by, you wet my house up, I ain't gonna cry. I'm gonna get angry. I'm tired of niggas and the shit that they doing to me. I'm Hassan Campbell. That's why you was 30. I'm listening to niggas. You was 31 years old with that man piping you. Nigga, I was fucking 12. I was molested all the way from the age of 5 all the way up from different people. It was normal to me. And when I finally take a stand and tell the world I was violated, the same people that was supposed to protect me beat me up. Nah, I ain't looking for no friends. Yo, mama, listen, when I was growing up, niggas was snapping. The first thing when a baby was born, nigga be like, yo, what the baby look like? A little motherfucker ugly. That's the hood. It's the hood. I'm only the boldest nigga on the hood to say, you know what? Y'all want to hurt me, I'm going to hurt you back, and I'm available for you to come get me.
Okay, hold on. Stop. Okay,
But also, too, though.
not saying it's right. It's not.
Yeah,
And it's not.
Also, too.
And I'm childish.
Also, too, probably.
And I was being childish.
I done also seen, probably bad as best, like, I done seen the situation where niggas is screaming and yelling over him. You know, I'm not getting into that. I just seen the situation where he's doing whatever he's doing. They screaming. His resume is his resume. We not gonna take nothing from him. Poppy is who he is. We all understand that. We all know that. And I also seen him say, him my line, I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not getting into that. I'm not arguing with you. I'm not going back and forth with you. I'm not yelling. I'm not about to do that. And this is why I'm not about to do that. You could paint whatever narrative you want. Because the thing about this life, right, Flip? UG, Money, me, Rico, Poppy, Fern, Bo, Mike B. It's gonna paint whatever narrative they want to paint. Flip was this. Poppy was this. Swelly was this.
Yo, Flip, when I'm crying outside and I break down and I'm crying, where's everybody that, yo, we love you? Where's the I love you videos?
That's a
When you
fact.
see a nigga hurting,
That's a fact.
like the shit,
I
the shit
agree.
that I've been,
I
the
called
shit
you.
that I've been through, the only thing that balanced my life out, like that brought a little bit of balance to my life. My brother that's sitting in the next room that's not on this camera, it gave me more because so many people turned their back on me. He's embarrassing, or he said this and I don't like this. It's like the jealousy, the envy. I had to battle with everything. Now let me tell you something. I had conversations with cousins. Yeah, because I'm a counselor. And when I'm counseling people, they say Hassan Campbell's my counselor on the internet. But I'm the dysfunctional nigga that keep crying on the internet.
But hold on. Give me a second. Come on, Bobby. Wait, hold on. Let me go back and then.
Go ahead.
I gotta wrap it up. Like, listen, real quick. You know, T.I. Want to say this? I wanted to say before. You know, you guys speak so fast and you jump in. It's like double dutch. T.I. is solid. You know, he motivated me, and I just spoke to him the other day. I think he's out here in New York today and yesterday, and he's in the Bronx somewhere. He has something in the Bronx. And
Right down the block from me.
yeah, T.I., you know, he motivates, and, you know, of course we hear all these allegations, but like I said, and I appreciate you saying the man is innocent until proven guilty, because I had allegations against me that I overcame with proof, camera, in the studio, recordings, and all that stuff. And I do feel bad for people who don't have these devices and don't take these measurements. But I want to give him his credit because your motivation in bringing together and as far as the, you know, young up and coming people and extending the hand, and I salute that. So I can't stand or co-sign anybody talking about a son. I don't respect it. I don't rock with it. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about the father. Of course, you could say as an adult, I think that's bad, but saying certain things about a child without seeing a man, it's corny. So I do stand with T.I. as far as his son. That's me. Let's go to you.
Now let me correct you on that.
No, hold on. You got something
When
to
your
say.
kids or anybody
Yes.
decide to be public opinion and go on the internet, every adult, every child, every blogger has a right to say something
Of
about
course
them.
they do.
Now,
but
if
not if
T.I.
you're tangible.
Like, listen,
Not if you're tangible,
listen,
bro.
listen.
Not if you're tangible.
Listen. Let me show you. Let me give you
Not
an
if you're
example.
tangible.
Let me give you an example, right? When you go into jail, when you get in grown folks' business, when you threatening adults, you just stepped out of being a child. I've never in my life had anything negative to say about Blue Ivy, Jay-Z's daughter. You know why? Because all you see is a girl that's so beautiful. You see the gift of God where she looks like daddy and mommy, and all you could think is, well, damn, which one she look like today? That's all you're gonna say. When you get on the internet and you 18 years old and you going to jail and you getting high and you getting drunk, right? and that's what you putting out there, there's no such thing as nobody can't talk about you.
You can talk, but there's ways to do it. You can. There's ways to do it. Because you
Queenzflip.
don't let nobody talk about your children. No, you
Queenzflip.
don't.
Queenzflip.
I seen you explode. Hold on,
Queenzflip.
stop.
I refuse to be a sucker ass nigga.
You don't have. It's not about a sucker. I
The
seen
little
you get
niggas in the
mad when
hood
they talk about
that's
your
on the
daughters.
news
I
is
seen
18
you get
years
mad.
old, 16 years
I
old.
seen you get
and they
mad talking about when somebody talk about your kids. Yes or no? I seen it.
Queenzflip.
Yes or no? Just say yes.
When
I
my
did.
child is 18 years old,
And what?
you have a right to kick that little nigga in his ass when he decide to do certain things that I was
Of
like.
course, but you're not gonna. I'm not gonna say.
For
I'm
one.
not gonna say disparage things about your
Listen,
child.
listen,
I might say,
listen.
Poppy, come on, Poppy. I'm not gonna do that.
Listen.
Me.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you because I'm gonna be real.
And I wouldn't want nobody to do that
If
to me.
your little nigga is on the goddamn internet drinking lean
He wouldn't be doing that.
at 18
But if he
years
did
old,
that, yeah.
that little nigga is on the internet going to jail, becoming a one thing I hate, T.I., and I ask you this respectfully, you raised your son with a silver spoon. Make him represent you with the lifestyle that you gave him. We got kids that's growing up in the hood that wish they had the things that your son had. Your son is selling us ignorance when our children would love to sleep in his bed and live the life that he lived. And I'm not going to sit up here.
How can he make him?
Listen.
How can he make him?
Listen.
How can he make him?
Listen.
How can he make
At the
him?
end of the day,
Nobody made you do
at the
anything
end
at
of the
18.
day, listen,
You was outside. I heard your
listen.
story.
So now,
Nobody made you do
listen,
anything.
Listen, I wish
Come on.
T.I. was my daddy.
Okay, of course.
I wish, listen, no.
But nobody can make you do anything, Poppy.
Hold up. I wish, Queenzflip.
Yeah.
My mother, when you say the woman that only she only can afford the chicken wing, there were certain days my mother didn't have no money. She was on welfare.
I
You
understand.
know how I used to get money? I used to walk a dog named Melissa for an old lady named Teresa. One of my mother's friends, 3 times a day. She would give me $3 every time I walked that dog. And sometimes those $3 would buy food for the house if my mother didn't buy no cigarettes with it. It would buy milk. So I learned as a little kid walking this dog how to take care of my house.
True.
So with me, respectfully, if I come out the wrong way, I was never taught how to love. I was never taught how to be the husband. I was never taught how to be a man. I was never taught how to be a father. I had to learn that shit.
Okay.
So T.I., if I have to sit up there and I say things the wrong way, please, I just want you to understand that our children is looking at your child and he's misleading them. And it's making some of us angry. I don't want no smoke with T.I.
Okay.
Listen, T.I., what I will say to T.I., I grew up listening to T.I., and I love his music. I love T.I.'s music. When I was in the South, doing things I ain't have no business doing, I was down in Wilmington, North Carolina, blasting T.I. Not Lil Wayne, T.I. So I should have enough voice to say, T.I., let's try to clean up our backyard because our children, all of our children are looking at each other. And when Hassan Campbell when I put my children on the internet, and a parent come to me and say, your child is bugging, and it's my job as a parent to go to my child and not tell my child that these people are peons. The person in McDonald's is somebody. The janitor is somebody. The bus driver is somebody. The sanitation worker is somebody. The homeless person that lost his place gambling in the streets
It's
that's
somebody.
living in Vegas is still somebody.
So did you? I didn't hear peon. I didn't hear that. So I can't. I didn't hear it.
So what I'm saying
Is
is,
the videos him saying that?
so what I'm saying is that the things, yes, T.I. was very bougie.
All right, cool.
He was very bougie, just like with Fat Joe when he dissed the YouTubers, right? Respectfully, I dealt with Fat Joe on that. Whether you like it or not, like I told Joe, I'm outside with Pistol Pete on the weekends. Pistol Pete ain't a nigga to play with. I'm outside with Miami. Shout out to Miami. I'm outside with niggas that's outside. That's Terror Squad. Respectfully, I said what I said. But make sure you don't disrespect me. Because no matter what shooters and who got what from any crew, my name is my name. And if we can't respect each other, just throw some dirt on me. Because I'd rather die than have any man just feeling like he can say whatever he want to say and your money status makes you disrespect me and I'm nobody to you. Any celebrity that got put in a position of power, there was a little nigga that put you in that position of power that loved you. I was that little nigga. I'm still that little nigga. I'm in front of that camera, humbled, sharing this shit with my brothers. And if I could have brought everybody with me everybody would have been in this camera because everybody is somebody. And I'm nobody without you. And until these celebrities start telling themselves that, nigga, you ain't special. Your kids ain't special. We all came from the same mud. And if, worst case scenario, the banks decide to say, and we gonna Kanye you, the only thing and the only place we got to go back to is the hood. Bronx River, Castle Hill, Soundview.
Thank you. Round of applause.
Cortland Ave. We out.
Yeah, pop on our time.
Did y'all you ever spoke to so I hear what you're saying. You ever spoke to Fat Joe? Did you guys have a conversation?
I never spoke to him, but I extended my respect by saying respectfully and letting them know, like, listen, Ant came home. You know what I mean? T Mac is home. Like these dudes, my dudes run with these dudes. So respectfully, I give these people respect. But at the same time, when you get on the internet and you start trashing YouTubers, like, understand something. Queenzflip is the big boss of this bitch. Hassan Campbell's the big boss of this shit.
Don't throw my name in, man.
Academics,
don't throw my name in.
No. When it comes,
I saw what you did.
Listen, no. And see, for me, I ain't taking the sucker route.
What's the sucker route?
I feel like when YouTube try to take the checks,
yes,
the check marks, they was making room for rappers to be podcasters. But the truth of the matter is, I put $100,000 up against any celebrity to go against me without interviewing celebrities, and we just go live at the same time. For the last 2 to 3 years, I became the best of the best when niggas called me the Jay-Z of this shit. And it's like, for me, when I came into this game, Queenzflip, he had the big balls. Now I'm like my motherfucking nut hang. Nigga, I am the man of this shit. I don't care what nobody say. Niggas gotta recognize, like, yo, Bam Bada didn't make me this big. Nobody wanna hear about that greasy fat nigga that I can swallow little boys. What made me big was the fact that I would say the shit that nobody else would say. What even put me in a position even more is the fact that if I died right now or died after this video right here, the last thing my niggas is going to be able to sit up there and say, Five God didn't stop me from looking after the next generation of dudes that's dope. R.I.U, Soundview, Cozy Corners, October 31st. Niggas is coming out and coming strong.
Well, let me say this. First of all, yeah, you got the YouTube.
Round of applause to you.
R.I.U.
And shout out to Poppy.
Shout out to Poppy.
G Money Queenzflip for sending a ladder down.
Let me let my nuts hang now. I've been on TV more than 70 times. Number one, I'm on SAG after. I got 80-20 splits. I'm a businessman. Let me also put you in. You can have the YouTube, and I think you're doing a great job. I'm proud of you. I'm proud when you walked into our studio, nigga, with a fucking sweater on and muscles, and where you at now. I'm proud, nigga. I'm like a proud dad watching his son that made it. I'm proud. I remember watching you. You had nothing. You had my son had JR had the screenshot because you did. You had about 3,000 subscribers, and look where it went at. I remember. But
that was bigger than 3,000. It was 300,000.
No. Not when you came in. 3,000 when you came in 2 years ago, nigga.
No,
3 years ago, you crazy?
When I came here,
you didn't have 300,000.
G Money, go back to my YouTube, and it's probably.
Are you crazy?
Actually, I think I was monetized.
We talked about it on there.
I mean, I think I had the plaque that I had 100,000. Yeah.
You didn't have 100,000 yet, Poppy? No, not 3. Sorry, I lied. 10,000. It's like 10,000 because you told me.
More than that.
Go watch the first interview we did at the first spot. When the couch was sideways and you looked this way to me, nigga.
I only had 10,000?
You talked about it on there when we was talking about it. You was like, Flip, don't be like that on Ron Savage. Not the second time you came, when you came to the other studio. The first time.
Right.
Please pay attention.
Right.
Okay, now I'm proud of you.
And let me get this nigga Queenzflip his flowers.
Oh, wait, no. Let me talk my shit.
That was 5 years ago.
5 years ago, yeah. So TV, still skits. 1 billion views in. Niggas can't fuck with me. I'm still that nigga, so you can have that. That's not why I'm mad at. I'm mad at my man who I invited. Red carpet wasn't too red. It was kind of pink at the time because we was acting crazy. But we invited you, Burgundy, pick this out, and my man went crazy on me. That was hurt me. My mom's hurt. I always talk good about you.
Mama Flip, I love you.
And you have never said, you never acknowledged. One time I came and did a video, I said, Hassan Campbell, we helped him. Queenzflip has never helped me. Queenzflip ain't do nothing for me. I said,
Listen.
my man, you had 10. I watched it. I went to watch. I said, let me watch the interview. You said on there you had 10,000. It's on the first one you came to, and then you was like, Flip, I appreciate this. You was so nice to us. Do you remember? Yo, nobody gave me a shot. They all made fun, and you let me come up here and talk about it. Just 5 years later, to go in on your boy.
Because I got mad at you about Sinetta. I was mad about Sinetta because me and Sinetta have a history, and I'm not trying to bring that up. Shout out to Sinetta. Live your life or whatever the case.
True.
Shout out to 10 Toes Down, live your life or whatever the case. Because at the end of the day, at this point in time, the only thing I got beef with is poverty.
Respect. That's real.
That's
Every
real.
kid that's watching,
real.
if you a man out there, you say you a man and you a real nigga.
That's real.
If you see a little nigga going to school and he got fucked up sneakers, buy him some sneakers. If you a real nigga, if you see a little nigga need a haircut, get him a haircut. If you see a little nigga need an outfit and he dusty going to school, make him feel good about life. We got clothes that we don't wear no more. Pass some sneakers down.
Amen.
That's a fact.
Each one teach one. Let's make each other feel good, man. Look at the next nigga sitting
My
next to you.
flowers at?
Everybody that's sitting there, my flowers and your flowers, like Flip. Like, I'm passing off, like, listen, man. The dopest interview that ain't never even happened, you got some of the illest niggas in New York City sitting right here in this room. When you decide to do your next interviews, my brothers is going to be sitting up here. Everybody got a story to tell. And these dudes, you're going to find out. You got celebrities and you got hood celebrities. These niggas is hood celebrities. You see what I'm saying? And it's like even my brother that's outside the room, like yo, you got Cortland Ave and you got motherfucking Soundview in the building. There was a time where people would have never thought that Cortland Ave and Soundview would be in the building together.
would be
We ain't
together,
getting into the
facts.
history, but people know the history.
That's
You
facts.
got brothers loving each other right now. I got Rico sitting next to me. This nigga right here look like he falling asleep. He a little different.
I heard.
He a pit bull.
That's a Fendi.
Listen, man.
That's
So I
offending.
want y'all to understand something, like on
Shout
some
to
real.
Rico.
We ain't just interviewing celebrities no more. Let the celebrities do that. We got hood celebrities. We gonna get the grandma that baked all the goddamn sweet potato pies and the macaroni and cheeses, and we gonna put up on Hassan Campbell or Flip the Script. And you know what? At some point in time, we might have to merge our show. Where's G Money, Queenzflip, and Hassan Campbell part of Flip the Script, and y'all gonna put me in it on this budget because the reality of it is,
Yo, tell them one more time.
Good talk, man.
if a nickel bag is sold in the park, I want it. Listen, man. Let me tell you something.
I believe in breaking
To every-
bread.
listen.
I do believe in breaking
On
bread.
some real shit, yo, Maino, you think you gonna be having kitchen talking? I can't go in the kitchen, my nigga. Like, nigga, we gotta start supporting each other because the reality of it is, they fade the old out. They fading us out. They're playing with our numbers. We see this shit. You got people that got 3 and 5 million subscribers that's getting 5,000 views on their videos. And that's not because people are not watching them. They're fading them out. This is why we got to start actually saying, hey, how do we move on? And we take our whole entourage and be independent. Independent is the way now. It's the way. And guess what? Every last one of us got a personality. Every last one of us got something that they're going to like about us that, I don't like that nigga Swelly. I like Rico. I don't like this nigga. Hassan Campbell's a fat steak nigga. Somebody likes all of us.
Right.
So when we pull our crowds together,
Right.
it's on. We forming Voltron. I'm glad to be able to sit up here, and it's an honor. Every day I live life, I'm moving towards the grave. I know that. So it's an honor for me to sit back with the brother that started off with me in the beginning, Queenzflip.
Thank you very much.
Shout out to Maino. Shout out to T.I.'s son. Shout out to T.I. Shout out to Five Mics.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Shout out to Jim Jones. I don't give a damn what nobody say. For the last 10 years, you've been playing some music that was dope. Like I told Maino when we was on the phone, I like the music that you and Jim Jones made, but I like the music better that you and Uncle Murder made. The Yellow Mixtape. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna be sitting up there like I ain't going even sitting up there. Like I be getting up And Juju, stop pissing me. Stop calling my goddamn phone when I'm sitting up there and I'm blasting. Juju's calling me on the phone and I'm blasting buzzins. This nigga, I'm blasting R.I.U. on the phone like buzzins. Like, stop.
Shout out cousin, man.
Cousins.
Shout out
Like,
the cousin.
R.I.U.
Hey, yeah.
I'm blasting the music. Like, so I'm telling you, yo, Five God, let me say this. Five God, I love this music. Maybe because I was on all the intros. But I'm telling you right now, it feels good to be able to listen to music again. Let me say this again. I don't listen to any music dissing the dead. I don't care who you are. There is a line where I don't disrespect the dead. And if I do 1 or 2 times, you're a rapist or some shit like that. But disrespecting the dead is a no-no to me. So when I listen to drill music or gangster music, nigga, I grew up off of Mobb Deep, M.O.P., NWA. You see what I'm saying? That's always gonna be the music I listen to, especially when I go outside and I gotta go into war mode when I go outside. So the music that I'm listening to, doom, doom, we live in this till the day that we die, survival of the fit, only that Prodigy shit. Like when I go outside, Shook Ones, I listen to that because I know I got beef. So I got to gear myself up, like, even though I don't want to hurt nobody, but I might have to hurt somebody. And when I get in the house, subhanallah, Allah Akbar, I'm home. Let me stay in the house now. God let me in the house. It's 9:30, 10 o'clock, such and such calling me to come back out. Nope. Follow the rules. I'm in for the night. The kids is in the bed. I'm staying in. This is gonna be the night that I stay in, because if I go out, I might not make it back.
Fendi. That's real rap.
We different.
That's real rap.
We different. When I go outside, if I didn't come here with these brothers right here, y'all already know it's only one dude with me. I don't move with a bunch of dudes. Now I'm gonna move with dudes. Like when I sit on the camera on anybody's platform, if you want me on my platform, my niggas is gonna be sitting right there, because the reality of it is, if you have a platform and somebody got a voice and they trying to get their platform out there and you ain't helping them, you a sucker.
Right. And shout out to, just for the brothers for sending a ladder down. That's important. Shout out to G to K. Shout out to Jew. Shout out to Poppy. Shout out to Gunplay. Shout out to Roars. That's all the ties we got. That
Ricky Rose.
Everybody. Shout out to Youtuber. You just Queenzflip. That's everybody that's just sending a ladder down. You get what I'm saying? We could come up here and you could just say, yo, y'all send a joint. We just need Poppy. Shout out to everybody. G Money. Oh, yeah. Shout out to everybody. And we would have respected it just for we all, because we came with the mindset that we just here for Poppy anyway.
Flip. What I used to be, this is these niggas. So when you put this video up, you going to understand, like, the hate is going to be so real towards me. Why he there? Why he sitting next to these niggas? Like, listen, man, why you sitting on a platform and you don't got somebody you love sitting next to you? Let's get to that. Shout out to my nigga Zip with the drip that says it came up with that slogan that I like and I made famous. And I made my nigga Zip with the drip famous. Let's get to that.
Thank you. Shout out to you. Hold on.
Talk.
Flip, don't try to give me a hug with your shirt off, nigga.
Am I getting my apology, my real apology finally?
What you gonna get from me is, what you gonna get from me is, I love you.
I love you too.
And I feel so good to be in your presence right now that I brought my family and I got my big homie. I don't have a big homie, but if I got a big homie, because I don't believe in that big homie, my big brother. So I speak in the terminology of the streets. My big brother sitting out there, T-Mac. My brother's here, and I brought my brothers because I wanted them to know, I wanted them to meet Queenzflip.
Thank you.
And I wasn't coming here to be selfish. I wanted my family to share this experience with a brother that started from the bottom. Now we here. Started from the bottom. Now a whole team's here. G Money. The next time you let this nigga Queenzflip do a whole interview and you ain't saying nothing, take the what and let the what.
Take the what and left the what.
G Money be booling. It's something about the money. G Money, Reek Money.
G Money coming in with G Money coming in the right moments, my nigga. Believe it or not, don't sleep on that nigga.
Nah, but you know what though, man? G Money sometimes, like, G Money has to say more because G Money and Queenzflip is so dynamic together. People have to get both of those elements because that's what make y'all the best of the best.
That's a fact.
And I ain't gonna even lie. I was sitting up there looking. Listen, let me tell you something, right? Hoffa. I love Hoffa. That's my nigga. That's my favorite. Math Hoffa, that's my brother. And I want to see all of my niggas back on the top where they supposed to be. Queenzflip, you better come back like you avenging your brother's death. What's that Cool G rap shit? Make it veterans run from Edison, cause I put out more lights. You already know, nigga.
Can I tell you something though? Why, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I'm working on a reality show where I fly numerous people out. You know, and you know, you may not like it. You know, putting different people in the house. I'm working on entrepreneurship. I have a deal on the table. That's what I'm focusing on, my man. I mean, you know, of course, you know, G Money and myself is a dynamic duo, and I can't do it without him. You know what I'm saying? As far as flip the script.
G Money, so let's get rid of this fat nigga.
Hold on.
We come down here, we do.
Let me tell you something. Hold on,
this fat nigga, get out of here, nigga. You leaving us?
I'm trying to.
I want a divorce, nigga.
I can't get away fast, nigga. I'm trying to get the fuck. Let me tell you something. All jokes aside, man. Like, I work on a reality show, Flip the House. I met some unique people, man. And I'll let you know this. While working on it, man, having a partner like G Money, man, who comes in when I need him and who's there, man, it gets no better than that. There's nothing that I'll do that I wouldn't involve G Money and vice versa. He doesn't even charge me. Like, man, he's one of the top DJs and stuff like that, and he doesn't even charge me to do, like, family parties. And I'm like, G, how much? He's like, man, just, like, it's the dynamic is crazy. So, you know, while I'm focusing, and I appreciate it. I appreciate him. It takes a brother to understand that I don't want to be in one space.
Yeah.
It takes a family, all these brothers, man. They taking sacrifices now. Like, you know, this studio to put together was a lot of money, and they taking sacrifices now for me. Like, all right, we gonna come to work because we love you. We gonna trust you. You know, we still got things to handle, Flip, but we trust you, and that means a lot to me. So for this whole month, I've been going to extra mode and making sure the reality and trying to solidify this deal so my brothers can eat. So when you speak like that, you know.
And I speak volumes, Flip, to who you are, because I was just telling Rico that earlier. Like, as for everybody that's here, they with me all the time. When we moving, sometimes it's, yo, Swelly and this, and they with me all the time. And I say, yo, y'all trust me, y'all love me, I love y'all back, and we good. Like, we gonna make we gonna make this.
If I was these niggas, I wouldn't trust me. They trust me.
Yeah. like we go, and I explained to Rico earlier. We was talking about a situation, and I said everything Poppy has said to us, and he promised us, right or wrong. I said he been a man of his word. So anything he's standing on, we standing on. I said because we done did that for nothing and for free. For people who done jumped the gun and went against the grain and switched sides. I said, we done did that for nothing. I said, this is somebody, I spoke to him for two. This is somebody who care about us, want to see us one. And I said, everything he's saying, he being a man of his word. All you got is your word in this world. Oh no, we not gonna play about Big Bro right here. Oh no, yeah, if we think you're wrong, we gonna say, nah, Big Bro, we think you're wrong.
Right.
But we not gonna play about Big Bro at all. Anything that he got going on, you might as well line us up with it. You get what I'm saying? Because we understand, like, it's love and it's loyalty first, and that's how we was already bred. And that's already how we already moved before all that. But this is somebody who said, yo, I want to see y'all win. But not only was saying I want to see y'all win, he said, I'm gonna show y'all how to win. I want to see y'all win, but that's easy to say. Oh, I want to see you win, Fern. I want to see you win. Mike B, Bo, Rico, Swelly, Blaze, Cousin. I want to see y'all win. Nah, I'm going to show y'all how to win. This is what we going to do. Yo, Swelly, Rico, we getting up every week. We gonna sit down and we going to do this every week. We going to do this Monday we going to get up 3 times a week. This is how y'all get the money. This is how y'all do this. This is how y'all get that. You can't put a price on that. And that's what it is. Like,
niggas looking for no handout either.
Yeah.
We work for everything we want, but you feel me? Like, if you really showing love and you really want to see, us win, like, put us in position.
Yeah.
Give us some platforms.
The opportunity. That's it.
But because when it comes to us, we going. If we with you, we with you, and that's 120%. I'm talking about whatever it is whatever it is, and we're not gonna get into all of that in this and that and third. But if we with you, we rocking. Oh, you are, brother. Oh, that's what we doing today. I bet say less. C-Mac party on Saturday. We going up. Come through. It's a movie. Everything on you is on us. Flip G, buddy. Come through. It's on. It's C-Mac party on Saturday. Oh, Poppy. Yo, T-Mac is your brother?
October 29th.
That's your brother,
We are gonna have
Poppy?
a good
That's
time.
our brother. We going up. We gonna have a good time.
Queenzflip, I hope you could come through. I hope everybody could come through and have a good time. And what I'm saying is that, like, let's enjoy ourselves. Even if you ain't at the party, enjoy yourself at home. Enjoy yourself with your company. Enjoy yourself with your brothers and sisters. Let's love on each other. We hurting,
Right.
so let's love on each other. It's easy for us to take out our anger on each other. You know, me in the past, I've done some things that I'm not proud of. And like we had a conversation, the video, I didn't release it because I couldn't understand why YouTube playing with us. And we was talking about the realest nigga in our team being a woman that we mistreat.
Yeah. Right.
That was the most beautiful video I've ever done in my life, and YouTube is treating it bad. Put it in the gold. But I said, you know what? Regardless to what everything in about that dollar, poverty is always going to be there. But as long as we can figure out how to hold each other down and help each other, that's all we need.
Right. I done.
Through, how they say, through rich or poor,
Yeah.
for better, for worse.
Better
If we in the
words,
court,
right.
my brother, I love you. You ain't got to worry about me. You love me. When me and Eric Bennett that's tatted on my arm went to jail for my first cases, me and that nigga ain't see each other for the first 18 months being in jail. They tried to put animosity between us. We ain't see each other for the first 18 months in court. They played games. We had crimes that we did together. I got shot. I got charged for certain shit he didn't get charged with. I got charged with everything. He got charged with certain shit. We ain't seen each other in court. They played games. When it all boiled out, we stood tall to each other. We stood tall. Bottom line to it. We stood tall. Brother stood tall. He beat trial. They offered me a 1.5 and 4.5. I had 3 years on Rikers Island. Went up north, came back down. Went back to jail for shooting 3 niggas. Went back to jail again for murder. When you seen 10 toes down, 10 toes, my nigga. When he went to court for 5 guard, got his disposition, why he ain't get mine? Huh? Anybody that could go, matter of fact, Queenzflip, you go get my dispositions from court and you read them out on your next platform because that's a whole story right there because niggas is playing. The way 10 toes down broke down 5 guard and his statement that he put, ooh, that's the next episode. I love y'all. Okay. We out.
I was gonna ask them what's coming up next, but I'm gonna leave it because it's gonna go for another probably 30 minutes.
Nope. What's coming up next is Hassan Campbell and G. What's coming up next is Hassan Campbell and G Money getting rid of Queenzflip because he want to leave us. You want to leave, bitch ass nigga, leave.
Hey,
Watch your mouth, nigga. Watch your mouth.
You leaving us, right?
Oh, you was a bitch. What was wrong with you, nigga? Fat ass nigga.
You leaving us?
Huh?
Oh, because
Nigga,
you got your
sloppy
stomach
now,
going.
nigga. That's a fact,
You
nigga.
got
I'm
your
that nigga,
stomach
nigga.
going now.
Huh? That's a fact, nigga.
I ain't doing that.
Huh?
Please flip my head up.
We jiggle it, baby. Go ahead, baby. You a queen,
Fuck out of
nigga.
here, nigga. And cut your hair, nigga. Get the waves back.
Listen, man.
Stop dancing like that in the beginning of your video. I like that shit. That's so beginning. Who that shit? Who that nigga? That shit when you be like this. Who the fuck? What song is that? That's my favorite song. Who that shit you play at the beginning of that shit, son? Who the fuck is that nigga, son? Oh, yeah, man.
Y'all two niggas is crazy.
What's next for them? They good. That's what's next.
Y'all the worst fucking niggas, bro.
Again,
Gotta fight.
Yo, let me say it again, man. What's next for
That's
us?
our bird.
If you see somebody on social media, right, and you got a big following, and your nigga a rapper, put him on your platform. Share that spotlight. If somebody got a fast food restaurant or soul food restaurant, Put them on your platform. If somebody is trying to do something to achieve better, don't feel like this is just my platform, because the reality of it is people are going to get tired of your platform. Add something extra.
It's a fact.
One thing I say, I'm gonna say something that's real. Adam 22 has about 100 different personalities. When he's not posted on his platform, he got them posted on his platform. The only difference between Adam 22 and Hassan Campbell, I gave 100 different niggas an opportunity to do that, and these lazy niggas don't want to work. So if you don't see different videos on my platform, I got 4 platforms on YouTube. If you don't see people filling the spot, it's because they don't want to work. Because as soon as you come with the videos, I'm throwing them up. Even if it's $5 made, nigga, that's $5. Split that bag of weed, right? That's what you've been doing in the hood. Some dirt. Nigga, split it. Let's stop playing games. You want some chicken wings and pork fried rice? At least we can get some chicken wings, pork fried rice. Kids going to school. You want some annihilators? You want some sunflower seeds? You want some Doritos? You want the quarter water? Let's get it. The platform is here. I done extended it out to everybody. So when a nigga sit up there and say Hassan Campbell was a selfish nigga, nah, that was all the rest of these niggas that was promising y'all the world. When COVID was going on, they would sit up there saying, we gonna sell you this mixed CD with the music at. We'll leave that where it's at. It's a whole nother.
Those nightmares on Cozy October 31st. Man.
Shout out to Poppy, G Money, Queenzflip for sending a ladder down to the young bros, and you know what's going on, man.
Salute.
R.I.U, man, you heard?
R.I.U. Hit him in the head with the shout out to Cortland Ave, shout out to Soundview.
You know the vibe.
Shout out to all the children that's in the foster care. Shout out to all the young boys that's in the penitentiary trying to make it back to their mamas, man. Shout out to the little niggas that ain't have their daddy trying to figure out who's their daddy. Nigga don't even know who his daddy is. He don't even know where he going. One thing that's universal in this world is pain. Tap into that.
On that note, man, round of applause one time. Hassan Campbell, man, dope episode. And just to kind of close out, it's not a question, but just to close out on my end. On you said I didn't speak that much today, because the reason I didn't speak today that much because you know had a we asked you a question, we have a lengthy, like he said, he was timing it. It was like a 20 minute answer. So I like to let our guests speak. I wanted people to hear your voice and y'all talk, and then of course y'all have some history and personal things. You said something about him online, things like that. So I play my position. You know what I'm saying? So this episode was more about just that whole thing for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here, I'm listening, I have been speaking a lot more on episodes recently. I've been talking a lot more, asking a lot more. I've been jumping in a lot more. Today was a little different. This is your third time here. It's probably the only guest we had 3 episodes. But Smack was here 2 times, 3 times.
He's the only one guy.
Only one. So this is
a
little different. You know what I'm saying? So on that note, you know what I'm saying?
No.
It's been here 3 times, bro. It's been here 3
G.
times, man. 3 times. That's a crown, man. That's a golden. He cool, man.
I'm the king.
Oh yeah, we need that. Now we need that cool. Yeah, facts.
Yo, follow the pages, man. At DJG Money Official, at Queenzflip with a Z, at Flip the Script Pod, and follow the TikTok page also. You know what it is already, man.
Queenzflip, shout out to Bassie, shout out
to Casanova 2 times, man.
Free
2 times.
The first time I ever spoke to Casanova
Salute,
2 times, man. Me and Queenzflip, it was on the phone with that brother, man. Let my brother go.
Facts.
Let him go. I want y'all to understand something, right? We are the jury. Remember that. So when we get convicted, we got to understand we in them courts. Let's make each other understand each other's pain. Casanova.
Shout to Cash. Shout out to the whole 2 times.
Hey, let me finish my.
Sean is Diddy, what up?
Shout Casanova, free him. Shout out to everybody in the building. Dope episode. Round of applause one more time for these fellas, please. I'm happy that Hassan Campbell used my platform to make amends, or not even amends, but
Just clarify
a couple of things that made me feel special.
Facts.
I think this was a dope interview. I think I think it shows the growth in us, because if you watch the first 2, it's a lot of and I tried my best to say want to be, you know, if you're not growing, where you going? I made that up.
That's
You know,
facts.
That's almost a.
Nah, that's
you-
facts. That's
you-
facts.
You're almost cool for that one.
I made that up.
You almost made it.
Y'all can use it. I rock with them. Heavy. Heavy. Man, I definitely appreciate you coming up here, man. I'm proud of you. I know a lot of times you don't hear it. And you came a long way. And, you know, no matter what happens and stuff like that, I feel like as long as you stay true to yourself, you'll always be the best that you can be in my eyes and others. You know what I'm saying? So salute.
That's a fact.
And lock your doors, close your windows, close your blinds, open your blinds. And if you see a nigga like Hassan on your lawn, don't be afraid to use a firearm. I'm from Queens.
Yo, stop.